Are we live?
We are live, Gaetano. Ludo, are we live?
We are. We are alive.
And live.
And live.
How do you say it in Italian? Vivo is in
Vivo.
Spanish. Oh, and same thing in Italian? Vivo.
Dal vivo, live.
Dal vivo. Live. So, guys, we're not just here because we're going to talk about whatever. We're here for the big game. Juventus versus Roma. First reactions, before I even go to lineups, before I go to predictions, what do you guys think of this game right here? People were saying Lazio versus Inter was probably the week of the game, which was pretty exciting. But what do you guys think about this game?
Well, this is a game where we have two coaches that for today I'm going to call them Mo and Max.
Okay, you got a nice little show going on,
And,
Mo and Max.
These two coaches they create a lot of expectation about the games. They're both winning coaches. They got a character that's very exciting.
Yeah.
And they are both coaches where the players follow them. And this is very important when the players, the coach is selling something and the players are buying into it. Mourinho is... he's that guy that the fans already fell in love with, and he's a great motivator. Allegri is a tactician, which the fans never fell in love with. So I think, but they're both winning coaches, and they both look at the results more than the beauty of the game.
I think that's a great point. They both want to defend first, they get those scrappy wins, and then whatever comes after,
Right.
you know, in that order. Like, you know, there's some coaches that probably prefer the better play, as we can say, like Sarri in the past. He'd rather have like playing good football first, and then I guess the rest come after. But Ludo, what are your expectations for this big match?
It's one of those games that both coaches are looking for confirmation.
Yeah.
Meaning, Juventus is coming off 3 consecutive wins, and both coaches, based on today's games, they'll have an idea of what type of championship, where they're headed to for the remaining of the season. 15 points versus 11 points. Two coaches that want victories, and today it will be an exciting game, and I'm thinking that Mourinho today, you will see something unique from Mourinho on the sideline to put on one of his shows, and the way he usually sometimes acts during the games from the sideline. But the warm up from Roma was very intense.
Yeah.
I was watching it earlier, and Pellegrini doing his usual warm-up on set plays, on technical plays, the classic trequartista, and everything revolves around him as far as the project. For Juventus, the fans and Max, they're hoping that they can continue the winning streak that started 3 games ago.
Wow.
So how would the fans accept Mourinho in the?
Yeah, that's a big question. We know that there's some past between Mourinho and Juventus in terms of Mourinho winning, or
Right, the last game was Juventus Man United game,
yeah, and that's when Man United beat them, I believe.
and at the end of the game,
he put his hands to his ears.
and
to the
Bonucci
fans.
went there, wanted to kick his.
So this definitely means a lot more,
So-
especially being Mourinho the coach.
So Mourinho
playing
is
in
waiting
Torino.
right outside the. Mourinho is waiting. I don't know if he's waiting for Allegri just to say hello, because he's already in the field and Allegri is not on the field yet.
Mourinho was watching. He doesn't do it all the time. He was watching the Roma warm up.
That's why I was in the
He
field.
usually doesn't do that, but he was on the sideline today,
Okay.
watching the warm up. Really intense warm up. So.
Hey,
And there we go,
they're hugging each other. Oh my God!
Now we'll
Come
see
on,
what
yeah,
happens.
kiss, a
Now
little
we'll see
kiss.
what
It's gonna be
happens.
hugging out.
Oh
and
my
afterwards, I don't think
God!
it's gonna be
These
hugging.
guys, they kissed each other,
That's funny.
but they're not friends, huh? So don't get fooled by that.
A little hug, a meaningless hug,
Yeah,
right?
they're not friends.
But
But they respect each other.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, they're both great tacticianists. But before the game is going to start any minute now, I want to go through the lineups right now. Juventus are at home, so
Mike, why don't you go over the lineups?
Okay. There we go, Gaetano. On cue. Juve are playing with a 4-4-2 formation. Szczesny in the net. Danilo, Bonucci, Chiellini, and De Sciglio in the back line. We know that Leak is not playing, so we got the Euro champs playing again. So I don't think too many people will complain about that defense.
De Ligt and Dybala were not called for the game.
Yeah,
De
De
Ligt is
Ligt
not
and
even on the
Dybala.
bench.
Yeah,
Dybala's hurt.
Dybala's hurt, but they were not. Yeah, they're both not on the bench.
So Juan Cuadrado, who just came back from Colombia, probably still has jet lag, just like Ospina for Napoli. Locatelli, Bentancur, and Federico Bernardeschi complete that midfield. Then Chiesa and Moise Kean, it seems like they will be partnering each other up front for them. So I think it's going to be a pretty interesting partnership to see how they do. Kean had a rocky start with Juventus so far, so hasn't really shown his true colors yet in terms of striking capabilities. I think he's great. I just think he needs some time.
I'm expecting a Roma to come out firing, really 100 miles an hour with that intensity, and probably Juventus trying to counterattack with the speed of Kean and Chiesa up front.
Other than pressing. And
Arthur is on the bench.
Artur is on the bench.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Yeah, he's been coming back from injury, so he really hasn't been 100%. He's not really match fit either. Let me go through the Roma lineup before we say a prediction, because the game is going to start. They're playing their classic 4-2-3-1 formation. Rui Patricio in the net with Matias Vigna, Ibanez, Mancini, and Karsdorp with that back line. We know Chris Smalling got injured again, unfortunately. He's a great defender when fit, of course. Veretout and Cristante right in front of the defense with Mkhitaryan, the Capitano, Pellegrini, and Zaniolo playing in front of them with Tammy Abraham up front as a striker, where a lot of people thought Shomurodov was going to start, but Tammy shakes off his injuries with England, and he is starting this game. Guys, the match is underway right now. Ludo, first prediction.
1-1.
1-1. Will anyone have a better game? What do you think? It's going to be fair? You think one team deserves
I think
more?
it's going to be a fair. I think it's going to be a fair game. It's going to be very very intense. One of those games coast to coast, and everyone. I mean, both teams trying to prove a point. The victory is very important for either team. I mean, Juventus has 4 points less than Juve currently.
Than Roma.
Than Roma.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if it ends as a 1-1, the real winner would be Napoli and Milan and the teams ahead of them, of course. But Gaetano, Ludo gave a 1-1. What do you think?
Okay, so there's no way that Juventus is going to lose this game.
Oh, if I had a nickel every time you said that, Gaetano. I feel like you say that a lot, though.
I said it once before.
But I feel like that always echoes in my head. Not saying you're wrong, but I'm just saying when you say that.
All right, so since he went with 1-1, I don't want to go with the same. I'm going to say 2-1 for Juventus.
2-1 for Juventus. Okay, this is going to be an interesting match. First off, because I think Juve obviously have a lot of proof. They've been, ever since they started winning Serie, they've been winning consecutively. This isn't just a regular Roma side. I think Mourinho really instilled that mentality, that go-get mentality. Don't be scared, just like how Ludo was saying earlier. And I think Roma are gonna be much better than I think a lot of people are counting them out to be. I'm also gonna go with draw. I think it's gonna be a 2-2 draw. Very exciting match. I think there's gonna be a lot of chances, and Mourinho's gonna get the advantage here playing in Torino. I think that's a very positive result for Roma for sure.
Here we go.
Let's see. We got some
Already
predictions.
The space that Roma currently has.
Let's see over here.
Wow, it's high pressure by Roma.
Yeah, Roma's really attacking. Tammy fouled Chiellini on that high pressure there.
And the high pressure by Juventus.
High intensity so far
Yeah.
from both teams. High intensity so far.
I am surprised about the Chilio getting
That
a
he's
start.
starting, right?
Yeah, getting a starting. I thought
Maybe he wasn't really 100%
I know.
with Brazil.
I know that
so.
Allegri likes the Chilio a lot.
Mhm. Let's and if you guys didn't already see, there were plenty of other games before this. As you can see, Ludo smiling. Napoli did win 8 out of 8 in Serie A, beating Torino 1-0.
80th minute.
Thanks to Oshiman, the Nigerian dream, with that beautiful header, puts in the back of the net. Even though it looked like it could have been, Napoli don't look good. The ball doesn't want to go in the back of the net. They had a penalty that they missed. They hit the post. Koulibaly missed a big chance. It looked like they're going to drop points. But I don't know if it's Spalletti's mentality. But to me, I think Spalletti really brought in a different kind of thinking to this Napoli squad. And any previous year, I think Napoli could have drew this game 0-0.
I
But
agree
think
with
Spalletti
that. I
is
agree
showing
with
that he's such a good coach.
But Spalletti's got to make a change.
Yeah.
Please don't let Insigne take any more penalties.
Wait, what,
I
Ludo,
don't
what do you
think-
think about the mentality of Spalletti first?
Well, I don't think it's anybody can miss a penalty at any given day. The thing is that after Insigne missed the penalty, we lost Insigne completely.
Yeah.
Even though he did give him a chance, he was applauding. I think the changes that Spalletti made, they came a few minutes late. Torino made 2 changes that almost could have cost us the game. Those 10 minutes that Spalletti delayed on those changes, Torino almost scored. And personally, I did not like that sub of Lozano at the end. It didn't look right to me. I think Insigne and Zielinski should have been out 10 minutes earlier than they actually did. Napoli was a little bit tired, but we know Juric, tactically, he's really good tactically in the game. Very tight marking on Osimhen, especially the second half, and then closing Napoli down. A goal that was disallowed for 3 inches, a missed penalty. We hit the post, but if you want to reach for something, you have to win these games by suffering. You have to win these games.
And I just want to jump in right here before Ludo continues. But we are watching this, guys, on CBS. We are partnered with them for the year. So to watch Serie A, to watch Coppa Italia, to watch Champions League, to watch Europa League, click the link in the description. You get 7 days free. They've been incredible this season. If you're watching in the U.S., you would see Marco's also a panelist.
Lovely!
Ooh! Roma get a huge chance.
Foul from outside the area.
But it was a
Pellegrini
foul.
put it on the second post, and Ibanez had it.
Ooh.
But
That's a foul.
But it is a
Yeah.
foul. But
The-
guys,
Chesney made a
Yeah,
good save,
it
and
was
then there was a
Mancini to
foul
Chesney.
inside the area. So
as you can see, I can't
Very
even...
hard to score from that corner.
Yeah. And I can't
It
even
was
talk
really-
with all the excitement. Like I was saying before, link in the description, guys. Check out CBS, doing amazing stuff with them. And Champions League, Serie A, Coppa Italia doesn't stop there. And I think the analysts they brought in are great. And the content they're making is pretty incredible. So make sure to check that out. As we see the beginning of this match now, it does look like Roma have a little bit more in terms of energy than Juve, but it's only not even 7 minutes in. But good start by Mourinho's men, I think. Ooh, there we go. Quadrado with the chance. Heavy touch, and it goes out.
Quadrado was all alone on the right wing. Long ball, but he couldn't control it. It was a little bit too far.
Juventus trying to lower the rhythm slightly of the
tempo, right?
of the game, the
Yeah.
tempo of the game.
They play
Juventus
better
feel-
like that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They
They want
wanna-
to take control of it.
They want to study the situation. They want to study their opponent. We're still only 7 minutes in, but Roma is very attentive.
Yeah, no. And Tammy already, only like we were saying, only a few minutes in, but he's everywhere. He's controlling the whole attack. He's holding the ball for the wingers to attack, and he's a fresh
Oh, very good.
breath of fresh air.
Very-
Pellegrini with the shot. I think it took
Oh.
a deflection. or it was a crazy.
So Zaniolo
Yeah.
took the ball about 30 or 40 yards
And laid it off to
the
Pellegrini.
edge of the box and gave it to Pellegrini, who took a shot. And yes, it
Yeah,
is it's a
deflection.
corner kick.
I
It
wonder where
was a
that shot was gonna
very,
go.
very good shot.
Chiellini with that
Roma
deflection.
very quick on transitioning.
Yeah.
They get more men on the other side, much quicker than the Juventus midfield, and that's what Juventus needs to watch is the transitions when Roma wins the ball back. Right away, Roma as a unit comes up, and they're very. They have a lot of speed.
Weapons to attack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right
Yes.
now,
a lot of
Zani-
options.
Yeah.
Right now, Zaniolo.
Oh! I thought that was in.
Oh, wow.
I thought
Corner
that was
kick.
in.
Corner kick, which I thought the ball went in.
That's what I. Wait, Cristante wanted a corner. He's talking with the ref, but it looks like he's.
Wow, I saw
The
the ball
ref
in.
is giving a goal kick.
So Zaniolo right now, the first 10 minutes, well, not yet, but he's got a lot of the ball from the midfield that brings it up.
Juve with attack, but not enough.
Out.
It's Roma's ball.
Great pressure though from Roma. Roma really started this game off very well.
Roma's
Juve have
ball,
been
Bernardeschi, what do you-
flat-footed, I think. Juve have been flat-footed in terms of opening matches. Mourinho's looking for that early goal too. Oh, it looks like Mancini.
I think Juventus,
Limping.
the current Juventus is more of a team like on waiting mode.
Waiting for their chance, right?
Waiting for their
Absorb the
chances,
pressure.
studying the opponent, holding possession,
They
trying to
prefer
put the
that,
game to
right?
sleep, and then all of a sudden you can light up the game at any time. Of course, you're missing the creativity on the field that
Like
certain
Dybala,
players can offer at any given time.
And of course, we saw that perfectly with Chelsea. They played that game perfectly, I
Correct.
think. They absorbed the pressure and attacked. They had multiple opportunities. They could have been up 2-3 nothing against Chelsea, but their great attack really helped them with great defense really helped them with that, for sure. And now Juve are starting to get the ball a little bit more. Is the ball still? Ooh, Juve with a nice chance.
Keane and Chiesa
Here
are
we go
two
again.
players that they can
Zaniolo
take,
Zaniolo
gets
on
the
the
ball right
counter-attack.
outside of the area.
that
He-
they can take on a man 1v1. Keane or Chiesa can take on the man 1v1, and that's what Allegri is really to create that numeric plus on the other side.
That's right. Ludo, have you been Ooh! Zaniolo with a shot. Ludo, have you been watching Pellegrini at all this season? He's no midfielder has scored more goals than him. He has a lot of assists, and
Well,
captain of Rome, he's been
Pellegrini
doing
is in the
amazing.
center of Mourinho's project. He's the classical trequartista.
He transformed him, really.
Yes, I was watching him during the warm-up. He was not warming up with the rest of the team, with the starters. He was taking free kicks.
Yeah.
He was crossing. He was taking shots. He was
everywhere.
doing more of a dynamic, technical warm-up, and not the intense little games that usually the starters have.
So he has more range and more.
Correct. More of the brain and the dynamics of the team. And then also Roma as one of the midfielders, as one midfielder that I really admire,
Veretout.
and he doesn't get the credit that he really deserves. I think he's one of the best midfielders in Serie A, which is the French guy. He doesn't
Veretout.
start
He's great.
with France, but
It's
in
a
Italy.
mistake that
It's
he's
a
not
mistake.
starting. He's
But in Italy, he's
phenomenal.
one of the dynamic, one of the most versatile midfielders.
He can
that
play
really
defense,
do-
he can
correct.
attack, he can score
He can do it all.
penalties.
Correct. Right.
Absolutely.
Multifunctional.
Oh, absolutely.
Midfielder that every coach would love to have on his team.
Yeah.
And then you have Zaniolo's speed and technical abilities.
Same thing with Mkhitaryan on the other side,
Right.
very quick himself.
So
a lot of
Roma
experience.
as a great midfielder, lots of speed, lots technical abilities
yeah.
and options, and that's what I think Allegri worries about a lot, because the midfielder of Juventus is not, to my understanding, is not up to par with Roma. And the midfielder, the games are usually
One in
decided,
midfield, too.
yeah,
Yeah,
at
for sure.
at midfield, and that's probably what will be the
determination over here.
Yes.
But it's definitely big too. Like you're talking about midfielders between Roma's and Juve. I would take Roma's midfield any day over Juve. So it's gonna be interesting to see what Allegri could do to counter.
As everyone just
that
saw,
one.
in Italy, smoking in the stands is allowed. Everywhere in Italy, not just in Torino.
So the game stopped for a couple of minutes because Zaniolo took a very hard shot and hit the stomach of Bonucci, who
He was on the floor
was on the floor, couldn't breathe for
for a minute, right?
yeah. So
Seems
now
to be
they
okay.
just resumed the game. I think he's back in.
Mm-hmm.
He's going back in right
And
now.
then got the wind knocked out.
Yeah.
See? Very slow.
Yeah.
Tempo, pace, and the build-up. Roma is waiting. No need to
Waste their energy,
right? To pressure there.
Yeah.
Try to win the ball back.
Oh, bad pass.
Close all the spaces. Win the ball back, and now you pick up the tempo and the intensity, and now you try to
Let's see.
attack. But now Juve has the pressure because, of course, they don't want Roma to come out.
Oh, Keane with a chance over here in the box. Oh, no one helped Moiskin over there, and now Roma have a chance with Zaniolo. Oh, De Sciglio hits it out. Let's see, Karsdorp.
The key would be for Juve, I think, also De Sciglio, and that's what I think Allegri started him, is not to allow Zaniolo to come down that right side, to basically stop Zaniolo from running down the line and taking on a man 1v1.
Mm-hmm.
That we should see a close match between De Sciglio and Zaniolo.
Let's see what we got. "15 minutes in.
Yeah, very
Right.
slow
Very
build
right,
up
yeah.
from Juventus.
Juve
So
have made up
they're
their
very
tempo
slow.
that they wanted, I think.
Yeah, the tempo is when Juventus gets the ball, they slow it down, and the build up is very slow.
We got a comment from Shazad. He said, "What do you guys?"
Oh,
Here we go.
Wow! And Juve, Keane gets at the end of it.
Keane
Juventus
1-0.
are up out of nowhere. Wow,
That was a beautiful pass.
that came out of nowhere. I didn't even see the full play over here.
You'll see it
And
again.
just like that, Moise again. As we were saying, got some criticism, early on in the season. Even currently, that hasn't really been producing as a striker. And the show,
Yeah.
of course, shows
Mourinho
Mourinho.
now
They
the
are checking the
change-
goal.
Checking
the face
goal.
is
The
changing.
checking the goal, maybe offside.
The face
but,
is changing.
I think it's a good goal, but they check him. It might be offside.
Where would have been? Was it a foul that would have been it? Or
No,
was
no,
it
offside.
I think probably
Oh, it was
offside.
Oh,
Offside,
okay. Because I didn't get a chance
That's
to
a
see.
beautiful switch.
Great ball.
That's it. Now here comes the cross.
De Sciglio, right?
No, no offside.
No.
It was good.
No offside.
Oh,
it's
it's
not Keane.
Bentancur.
It's
Was it
not Keane
Bentancur?
that got the ball? Why
Bentancur,
Why
yeah.
is Keane celebrating?
Yeah, it looked like Keane hit it, but Bentancur was right behind him and hit it in.
I understand. Oh,
What, hit off?
Betancourt hit it, and he touched the head of Keane. Look.
Okay, yes, that's a foul. He kept the guy down.
You're right.
Yeah, he hit the head, and so
But did Mancini get fouled there or no?
why are they checking, no?
No, I
guess-
think the
Oh,
goal
they gave
stands.
it.
Yes,
Wow.
the goal stand. But that was a beautiful pass, a beautiful cross. What we
From
call
De Sciglio, right?
what we call a cross al bacio.
Albacho, what does that mean? Sweet?
Kiss.
Kiss. Oh, okay, like the chocolate, right?
Right.
I got it.
And this is what we're talking about, Juventus. They were slow coming up with the ball, but when they get the chance, they put the ball in.
Right.
They have one chance, one goal. And Roma is moving the ball a little bit better, a little bit quicker, a lot of touches, but...
and now Roma have to wake up, though.
Gaetano, the one chance that you're talking about, that's because of personality, character that you have.
Yeah, the DNA
as a team, the DNA of the club, of the team, and the personality that you may get one opportunity and you have to put that ball, that ball in. There's no chance of mistake.
Yeah.
Also, we have a comment here from Shazad. I was gonna say before, but I guess Keane got the goal. What do you guys think of Tammy Abraham? He's only been here, less than 10 games, but coming from the Premier League, coming on loan from Chelsea. What do you think of him starting for Mourinho? It seems like Mourinho gave him a lot of trust. Still a young striker, very hungry, and he's been scoring a decent amount of goals for Roma.
Well, I think with any player, especially forwards that come from a different championship, they need time to adjust to the tactics and the way the game is played in Serie A.
Especially as a striker.
That goes for any player.
Exactly.
That comes from regardless from Germany, whether it's France or the Premier League. So in order for these players to adjust as quickly as possible, you have to put them on the field. They're not going to adjust by staying on the bench and watching the game. Just like Napoli did with Ozyman and Lozano the first year, and other players that arrived in Serie A. The first year, so you become familiar with the atmosphere, with the tactics, the tempo of the Serie A game. But the first year, you should not really, let's say, give a
starting spot, you'd say?
No, not a starting spot. To give a vote, any vote to these players. They need 1 year at least to adjust.
So you're saying don't judge them before
the second year.
Season. Okay. Yes. But so far, from what you've seen, I know it's very little. Any comments on him? Just the kind of striker he is?
I think it's very positive. Now, can Mourinho, based on the players that he has, the midfielders that he has, and the fabric of the team, can they play for him and get the best out of this player in order to fit him into the fabric of the team? But that's not going to happen overnight. We're only 8 games in. It's going to take time. New coach, new players, and we just have to give it a little time.
Okay, that's fair enough. Gaetano, any difference from you, from Tammy?
Yeah, any player. Oh boy.
Oh, it looks like Zaniolo's grabbing his knee, is it?
Zaniolo is on the ground and is touching his knee.
That is not good. We've known he had past injuries.
Very unlucky player.
He had a great start to this game. I mean, he got the ball about 3 or 4 times, and he went 30, 40 yards, and he gave a nice ball. But he fell down. Let's see. They're showing the goal again. Looking. He hit his hand on the shoulder.
What do you call that, a foul, though? That's what I was looking at before.
It's close. But once the referee calls a goal, it's almost this type of you don't.
It's got to be clear and obvious, which I don't think that's more of a possibility.
Anyway, let's hope that Zaniolo is okay, because we need him for the national team.
Oh, it seems like he's up and running. Okay. So far, it seems like Zaniolo is good.
So every player, there's a time of adjustments for every player that comes to a new league. Of course, the better player, the champions, they adjust a little bit quicker than the other ones.
Yeah.
Usually the players from the English Premier League, they haven't been adjusting that well. If we look at in the past. But I think that Abraham is doing very well.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Especially a young striker coming from the Premier League. I think he does more. He's not just like a regular old school poacher of a striker. He actually runs. He holds the ball. He comes back and defends. And he has great vision, too, for a striker. He knows how to pass the ball.
Well, now we have another example, which is basically the opposite. Look at Anguissa, who plays for Napoli. That guy looks like he's been playing in Serie A for years.
For 10 years.
He adjusted right away the team and the way he plays.
Oh yeah.
It's like he's always been playing for Napoli.
Oh, for sure. He looks like he embraced everything
with the rest of the midfielder. And he's a starter. He adjusted right away to the Serie A because he has a combo of physical abilities and technical abilities, and he's very good tactically.
That's why Bakayoko, I feel like, didn't work out on Napoli when he was there. He wasn't the most.
He wasn't more of a body, but he lacked
more
speed and technique.
Yeah. That's where Anguissa over here, he's like
you have the combination.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Napoli got a steal getting him. I don't know who scouted him particularly, but he's been arguably probably one of the better midfielders in Serie A. One of the best, not better. One of the best midfielders in Serie A. I think he took the world by storm. When you obviously didn't know about him. I think he came from Fulham. But obviously having someone like him at Napoli is such a blessing, man. Whenever I see him play, I feel like he makes no mistakes, that player. It's incredible. But still a long way to go, of course.
Different. He's a midfielder. Abraham is a
striker.
Is a striker.
Yeah, 100%.
Two different positions. He's got to get used to the defense of the way the defending in Serie A, which is a little bit different than in other
leagues,
in other countries. A lot of tactics.
Baluto, talking about Napoli too a little bit. We're talking a little bit about penalties, and there's a stat in 2021. Lorenzo missed 5 out of his 8 penalties. Do you think it's time that Napoli are looking for a different spot taker?
And now he missed 2 in a row.
Yeah, Lozano helped him out, though. He ended up getting the rebound for the last game, so I guess it was hit under the rug, as they say.
Right.
But do you like this game? If they didn't get that goal, they would have lost 2 points because of that. At the end of the day, do you think it's time that they move on and try someone else, like maybe Fabian or?
I don't think. I think he has to work on his approach. Today he looked.
There's no confidence, but there's no confidence in that penalty.
He was very cocky on the way he took the penalty today. But what surprised me is that miss took him completely out of the game, and that's not the reaction I expected from a captain. Okay, I missed the penalty. Let me try to put the team on the shoulder and get a goal in a different way. Try to win this game.
But he didn't do
after
that.
the penalty, completely, he was out of the game. He should have been subbed earlier, 10 minutes earlier, together with Zielinski, and that could have cost us the game. Spalletti hesitating on making those, making those subs.
But you would still keep him.
I think so.
Even so, those.
I think so because he's
very.
Record,
you could say.
He's very. You need to practice on that. I mean, he is a very technical player.
That was a bad.
He can put the ball on the upper corner on any side, but just today the approach wasn't there. So I would keep him as a penalty. Practice. Here we go. He's out.
Oh, wow. Zaniolo gets subbed out for El Shaarawy. Hopefully it's just a precaution and nothing serious with that. But Zaniolo is taken out. It seemed like he was grabbing his knee when he was on the floor earlier. And maybe Mourinho just taking him out because they don't want to maybe further injure or
that's a big loss for Roma because they were counting on him.
A heavyweight midfielder.
Today. And they were counting also to score a goal on him. So
wow, I think that's that's gonna be a big loss, and we're gonna see.
Well, El Shaarawy also has scored some
important goals.
Some important goals.
El Shaarawy is a good player. He does have that speed, he has that technical ability, and he has, as you were saying, Ludo, the eye for goal. So let's see how that would do. But Chiellini was playing very well for Juve.
What I've noticed from Juve since the beginning of the game is that Juve very slowly brings the ball up to the midfield line, and then they look for the long pass.
They look wide, I think.
Wide and long pass, bypassing the midfield and having the forwards penetrating the box and putting the ball over the defense.
Is that because the superior midfield of Roma and they want
the speed that they don't want the Roma to transition.
Oh, and Keane with
a lot of those long passes I've seen from the back, from the midfield line, going over defenders, the defender's head. and then the forwards trying to penetrate
They're trying to
box.
split the defense in Roma's midfield. It seems like. But it does seem like Juve are getting their way in terms of this tempo. Roma did slow down overall.
Yes, Roma is not pressuring. They're waiting now on their on their F, and it looks like they pressure only when they get like 35, 40 meters in their half. They pressure, but it's a very light pressure from
Roma. Yeah.
From Roma.
Let's see.
See, they're looking for somebody to make the movement.
Oh yeah. Let's see how they go. Ooh.
No, it's a foul. He called it. He called it.
Roma win the foul over there. And right under 30 minutes, Juventus are up 1-0. A good start, I'd say, from Roma, but Juve have ended up taking the approach in their own hands and really made the game theirs, I think, in terms of tempo and speed. Yeah. Ooh. Locatelli with a bad pass. Cristante get the ball, and Roma get their own attack over
Yeah,
here.
it was Chiesa.
Oh, it's Chiesa. There we go. Roma. Ooh.
Forcing Roma to go back.
Yeah. The high pressures from Juve
Yes,
and that.
right.
in
Not
that attack.
allowing Roma to transition.
Yeah. Let's see. Roma have the ball in Juve's half right now. Let's see what they could do from here. And it looks like Mkhitaryan switched wings with El Shaarawy because El Shaarawy is more comfortable on the left. And Mkhitaryan took Zaniolo's place on that right side. Oh, Karsdorp with the ball. He's getting high pressed right now. Ooh. But Juve are pressing in that attack. Chiellini heads it out. Does not take any risks.
Probably a little bit more possession, it looks like, from Roma.
Maybe slightly.
Maybe slightly, but probably 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
I see very little movement off the ball from Roma. Very static so far. Very static attacking. See, going.
Wow. There we go. You were playing well defensively, though, not letting...
Yes, very compact.
Not letting a lot
yes,
of...
very compact.
Men go through right now. Let's see. Elcha sends a ball, but Chiellini...
I think when you have two forwards, like Chiesa and Keane...
there's more room and passes that
I
you
think
can
they...
do, right?
You know, one of them will make the run to the wing. And then you always have somebody in the middle. So there's more movement.
And more options.
And more options.
Pass rather than passing back,
if
right?
you only have one forward, if he moves out of the area, then there's nobody there. Yeah. Unless one of the midfielders has to go
makes
in.
those penetrating runs, the movement off the ball, attacking the space.
But they're not really, they're not really.
Right, and that's what I don't see from Roma, the attack of the space.
I mean, Pellegrini, he could score, but I don't see Abraham moving out of the middle. He's just standing there, which he makes the job of Chiellini and Bonucci easy to mark him.
We got an interesting stat here from Opta. Juve are fielding 7 Italian starters against Roma, their most in Serie A since May 2015.
Oh, wow.
So that's a pretty interesting stat. Roma are getting the ball a little bit more, and Juve, I feel like, would be comfortable with absorbing the pressure.
Yeah, they're just waiting.
Their usual.
They just
their
wait
usual
the
game
midfield,
plan, I think. Yeah.
They're fine with that.
So far, it's not what we expected of this game. The first 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I won't say it's boring 100%, but it is a little.
I mean, the first 10 minutes I think were very exciting, but that's when it started slowing down.
And I also think that Roma did feel the goal, the shock.
It hurt them a little bit. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You know, in trying to regroup
regain their
right
confidence
away.
back, right?
Right. I think that's what
Yeah.
Roma currently is
Recovering from.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
And also
But-
they lost Zaniolo,
That's true.
which is that's a big loss. So they started pretty good. They started pushing. They were starting moving the ball pretty good. And now that goal and Zaniolo, they kind of slow down a little bit.
Yeah. Mentally,
Ooh. Cristante, another midfielder, I feel like he's underrated and doesn't get enough spotlight as usual. He's more of that physical kind of midfielder and tries to break up the play. But him and Veretout have fit in nicely with this Roma team, and I think Mourinho has been doing a good job with them for sure. But let's see.
but we need to
who
see
they'll
more
have.
from this Roma.
yeah, this
the second half.
Yeah, because as of right now, they are going to be looking for at
Alternatives.
least a goal. But they do have some players that they can bring off the bench that could definitely cause trouble. They have Mayoral, another striker. Shomurodov, another striker. They have Diawara, midfield. Carlos
Yeah,
Perez,
see?
he's a great winger.
Another long pass trying to
Exploit that midfield
right.
and defense.
Yes.
Yeah.
and
to
trying
break
to
it.
trying to put a Juve man with a Roma man 1v1.
Exactly. And trying to beat them on that.
They got the speed.
Right. That's why.
Ooh.
Yes, of course, Morata coming back from an injury, nobody expected him to start, but I think great choice. I think the only choice that he had at this point was to start Keane and Chiesa, two speedy players that could take.
Well,
on
the
a
last
man
time
1v1.
the last time he had Bernardeschi and Chiesa up there. So now decided to go with Keane, and
Let's see.
Keane scored a goal. So
Juve's defense so far, very, very good defense.
Maybe Bentancur has been playing a great game so far.
Yeah, he's been distributing well. And it's crazy. We're talking a little bit about Spain on Cuadrado coming back from international break. It's insane. These guys played literally 2 nights ago.
Right.
In South America. I think they gotta take.
Ospina
They
arrived
gotta
yesterday.
travel. He arrived
And
yesterday.
even a lot of people expected Meret to
be
start
starting.
today,
Yeah,
but
I
I
saw
guess Spalletti has more confidence,
yeah.
trust in Ospina, even just with 24 hours.
That says a lot.
That
24.
says a lot, and I
To be
do
honest,
agree with him
I
at
agree
this
with
point.
Spalletti also. Meret is more for the future, but Ospina is someone you can trust with the ball
He's more
in
explosive.
their hands. He has a safer pair
Yes.
of hands, I think, than Meret
He's
does.
more explosive. He's more dynamic.
And he's better with those passes with the ball at his feet, too. So I think that's.
But the defense has been
option.
playing really well also for Napoli.
yeah.
Rachmani and
Rachmani
Koulibaly,
fit
great
in-
marriage there
fit
in
in
the,
well.
in the middle. And
Yeah.
I never thought I was going to say this, but Mario Rui so far is having
Not bad, right?
not a bad.
You can't complain too
not
much,
a bad season.
right?
He's
Yeah.
been having a positive
Other than that red card in
season
Europe.
to date.
Other than
Well,
that red
yeah.
card in Europe. But in Serie, I think you can't complain too much. I mean, they did win 8 games. The only team in the top 5 leagues that has done that. So there's only so much
Well, I
criticism
think we
you could
tied the
say.
record of 2017 with Sarri.
So it's gonna, for your sake, Ludo. Hopefully it's a memorable season, right? Well, of course you're superstitious, so I know you're not gonna say anything about that. We'll continue.
No,
from
there's
there.
certain words I don't mention. I don't say.
I understand.
We're still in August. Still too early.
Oh yeah,
Let's
way
enjoy.
too early. October, bro. Cuadrado sends. Yeah, the tempo, the opportunities, everything really slowed down with Juve. Really.
Well, Juve
changing.
at the moment is in control of the
game, yeah.
After the goal, Juve has been controlling the game.
Yeah, offsides.
you know, Chiesa with his back to the goal, he's been doing a decent job. He gets the ball, he holds it.
He's not losing it at all.
He's not
Yeah.
losing it. He makes the right pass, which is not used to play that position, but he's doing a decent job.
Ooh.
Now, okay, yes.
Great ball. Roma on the counterattack.
Oh.
Sends
Oh,
it
here
in,
we
but
go!
Tammy hits it, but right to Szczesny.
Nice,
Wow, nice ball, though. El
Yeah.
Shaarawy sends it in, but
Yeah,
Tammy
nice,
gets ahead to it, but Szczesny
nice
got it.
ball from
Nice move from El Shaarawy, too.
move a midfield.
To fake Cuadrado, I believe it was.
Yeah, and then nice cross.
Mourinho.
Tight, right?
Yeah, Mourinho
yes.
saying, yeah, because there was only one man.
Closer as a team because only
There-
two guys
yeah.
against a few of the Juventus players. Not enough Roma men
And not a lot of
following
options.
the play.
Yeah, well said. That's gonna be.
Well, Roma has a lot of regrouping to do between the first and during the break. It's I personally did not expect this Roma. I think Allegri to now has put on the field a very nice Juventus that's in control of the game.
Yeah.
And Allegri right now is beating Mourinho not only on the score but also as tactics. Here comes another cross.
Ooh, and another, like I was saying before, De Sciglio's been very active in that attack too, and not just in defense. He's been coming up. Oh, and now Roma steal the ball. Tammy with a breakaway here. Mkhitaryan on his right, but it's a 4-on-1 right now. And I think Bonucci hits it out for a corner. But Roma are by himself too. Tammy Abraham's trying to pump up his team right now, but he's not getting a lot of options.
Yeah, he's
And Cuadrado with a slip. El Shaarawy gets to the end of that.
El Shaarawy.
El Shaarawy's looking good.
he's
Taking
looking
over
good, yeah.
Zaniolo. He's
But,
looking good, actually.
when Abraham gets the ball, he's got Bonucci and Chiellini.
Right.
Plus
He was looking
the,
for options.
yeah, and
he
then
got upset because the options were not there for
Right.
him to
and then
lay it.
Danilo came to help, and it was like,
Oh,
wow.
Did it hit a post?
I think he stopped.
Did Cuadrado clear there or hit the post?
no, Cuadrado clear, but why did they stop?
Yeah, I don't know if he got
Why did they stop?
fouled. Did Chesney get fouled? There
Yes.
is. Mancini
yes.
fouled.
okay.
Yes.
Mancini
Yeah,
pushed.
Mancini pushed him.
Chesney, and they called a foul. Wow. 40 minutes in.
Yeah, Roma, after that goal and
Yes.
Zaniolo, they lost the rhythm of the game. Before that, they had some
Yeah.
rhythm. They were passing the ball. They were,
They seem flat.
yeah. Now they are. Since that, they're flat. Yeah.
Yeah, they got a. Mourinho's gonna have a nice pep talk with them in the locker room, and I think
Well, something has to change. But
yeah.
Allegri's game plan
is working
right now is working. The goal also helps.
Yeah.
But this is
Right.
the Juve. You
And
see
now-
the passing, the possession. Then all of a sudden, boom!
Right.
With those long
Out of nowhere.
And they
right,
taking
those long balls. Making those runs, attacking the
and
goal.
now they can take their time. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Right. of
they're
course,
nice and slow.
absolutely.
They slow down the
Yes.
game.
To go in the locker room with a 1-0
when there
lead.
is a
Oh,
When there-
Chiellini with a
when
mistake.
there is a
And
chance,
Tammy with a chance here.
right here, to
Tammy.
the right, to the right,
Tammy
to
with
the
the
right.
pass.
Oh, that's
Oh, Tammy with
What's
the
that?
ref stop it.
What?
Roma have the ball in the back of the net, but the ref stop it. Seemed like.
No, you're not supposed to.
Wait, he gave a penalty.
Did he call it before?
He called it before.
Yeah,
the
but
ball
you're not
went
supposed
in.
to stop.
Yeah, I think. Wow.
If you got the ball, why you stop the game?
That's very controversial. Chiellini with a huge
Chiellini
error.
with a big
Huge error.
mistake. Chiellini with a big mistake.
And just when we thought Roma equalized, the referee blew the whistle for a penalty
right.
before the ball went in the back of the net.
See, here's I think this is no, that's not
here.
it.
Not here.
No,
Over
this
here.
is-
over there.
yeah, there was
Danilo.
Right.
nothing. There was nothing.
Oh, over here. Was it Mkhitaryan? Chesney on Mkhitaryan, I think.
Because,
Oh,
here.
Danilo. It was Danilo, right? He didn't get the
Danilo.
ball. There was two potential ones that could have been
Well,
called.
Chesney was on the ground. Oh, look at those eyes. Eye of the time.
if those eyes could kill you,
Mourinho's
No,
eye.
it's
If
for Chesney. The green card. The
Oh.
green card. The yellow card.
the green pass.
The green.
The visas for sure.
He's a resident alien. Checking penalty offside. Wow.
Wait,
there's
what's-
two things to
they're-
check here. Oh,
they're
wow.
checking everything,
VAR is
right?
very busy now.
What is going, guys? This is the most controversial of the game so
because,
far. What is going on?
The goal could be on offside.
Wow.
The
VAR is
goal
busy.
could be on
But
offside.
Wasn't it called for the penalty prior to that? That was the thing.
Right. So they're checking both.
This is
I I don't know. It's.
This is.
I have to see the offside. I think
yeah,
there
we
was
didn't
an
get a chance
offside.
to see it. Wow,
I
this is
think when he
crazy.
got the ball, it was an offside because the goalkeeper was out,
Yeah.
so there was only one defender there.
Penal.
Oh, penalty! Okay, but for the penalty, I think that's wrong that he called. He should have let the play finish, and then do it instead of calling it straight. Do you have any? What do you guys think?
I don't know.
When he whistled.
Yeah, that I didn't hear when he whistled, and I think they lost the ball for a second, so maybe that's why he called.
So
I mean, usually you let them play, and then you could call it.
So Veretout stepping on the spot. Veretout is a great penalty taker. I don't believe he missed any of the penalties he took this season for Roma. So he's stepping up against Szczęsny because after VAR checked it.
And he takes a very short. You see the distance? He doesn't go out of the box and then starts running half hour before. Look, simple, no drama.
And no hop and skip.
Right, no hopping, no dancing with the stars.
no
He gets on the
hopscotch.
ball, boom, he shoots.
No dancing with the stars. Oh, man.
Stop and go and all that fancy
Full
stuff.
work, right?
He's a tradition. He's traditional.
Jordan Veretout with the shot.
Oh!
And Szczęsny saves it! Just when we were praising him. Curse of the commentator from Ludovico. Szczęsny with the save.
Chiellini is the happiest guy.
Oh, Chiellini is happier than Szczęsny.
Yeah.
Well, you said that he never missed a penalty.
But you said, look, no hopscotch. Just how you think.
No, listen, he never.
Guys, to be honest, since he didn't score that, I think that was controversial, and you shouldn't call that a penalty kick. Wait for the play to be over. Oh man, this is insane. This became so much more crazier. Veretout choked under the pressure. Veretout always scores. Oh Lord.
It's the first time for everything.
Oh, Mourinho's gonna go crazy in the locker room.
It's going to be an exciting second half.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to be an exciting second half, 360.
And with Szczęsny having a bad beginning
right.
of first few games, became the hero, saving the penalty, and turned 180 this season.
You're going to have a Mourinho show on the sideline the second half.
You're going to have a few players injured
Right.
from a muscle strain in the locker room.
Maybe
right?
a few yellow cards.
Oh, absolutely.
It would have been for the game.
That I am so shocked. I'm still shocked that the ref called a penalty before. But I guess he just thought it was a penalty, like it was
Right. He saw it
like
and
a just
he
straight
and he
rather than
whistled.
advantage,
Correct.
right? But that's crazy.
Play. Okay, advantage.
And that was a nice finish from Tammy too with the half volley for the goal that didn't count. Allegri must be.
Wow, 4 minutes.
Well, yeah, with all that VAR controversy, right?
The VAR, the Zaniolo injury.
Maybe it should have been 5, maybe, now that I think about it.
And Allegri saying, calm.
Oh, Tammy! Ooh. But Roma do have a little bit more fire under themselves now. They got a little bit more.
Allegri looks really calm, even due to the fact of his sentimental issues that he's been having the past few days.
Very bad penalty by Veretout.
It wasn't to the corner.
It was not even in the corner.
Yeah, it was more in the middle if you had to guess.
Yeah, it was.
Oh man,
It was a penalty.
that hurts because we're talking about how good of a penalty taker Veretout was, and he did that. I don't know if it was the nerves, man. I don't know if he was scared.
Also, it's going to be very difficult with one forward to score on
that defense.
It was a mistake by Chiellini.
And it was a huge. Chiellini rarely makes any mistakes, and that was a big mistake.
Unless you have to change something.
That was a crazy few minutes, guys. They were checking the offsides. They were checking if it was a penalty. They were checking if it's a goal.
It was a good chance for you guys to the 1-1.
Yeah. Well, I said 2-2, but yeah.
Oh, you said 2-2. Okay, 1-1.
I said 1-1.
Yeah.
Wow. I think this does help though Roma's confidence in terms of, they.
Well, we have to see which Roma will come out the second half.
Yeah.
Right.
If
Which
it's
Roma
gonna be in the beginning of the
will
first
come out,
half.
and what Mourinho is able to do, transform in the locker room during these 15 minutes. Now, this is the time to see all the work that you have done and what you can do with these guys and how they're able to play the second half.
So Mourinho said, I have only had the team for 3 months, and Allegri's been having this team for 8 years.
That's true.
You know,
Yeah.
so
No, you have a
it goes,
point.
yeah, you guys.
But they're not the same players.
You
Gaetano.
gotta.
Allegri
No,
doesn't have
yeah.
the same team that he has when he left.
No, but he's been with Juventus. I mean,
Well, I know, but look
You
at
know,
look at
I
the players
think-
that he
yeah,
had
but-
5
but I
years ago
think
when
he-
he reached the
I
final
think
of the
he-
Champions League, and look at the players that he has now.
He thinks he means the atmosphere around, just
But yeah, also the
everything.
the way they
locker
play,
room.
the tactics, more or
Yeah.
less. You know,
and
he
he still has
hasn't
some leaders,
changed.
Bonucci, Chiellini
He
there.
hasn't changed. I mean, half of the team is there.
No, yeah.
I mean, Bonucci, Chiellini, Alessandro, Szczesny, De Sciglio, those guys were there.
Yeah, but when I remember, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
correct me. I think Juventus, when they reached the final of the Champions League, you had players like Pirlo, Pogba, Marchisio.
No.
Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. For the first one. Oh, Juve with the shot. And Rui Patricio gets it. They're
I mean,
making a quick counterattack over here. It's back and forth. Ooh. Pellegrini with very quiet from Pellegrini the first half so far, I must say.
Yes.
Considering
Also
how
from
great of a
also
season
from
he's been having.
Abraham. I think
Well,
Abraham does
Abraham's
very.
No,
Abraham's
but
been
on
trying,
that
though.
goal,
Yes,
on that
Abraham
goal, I
tried.
mean,
Overall, Gaetano, I
he-
think Abraham does
he
very
went-
little movement.
Yeah.
He stays in the middle.
Yeah.
He doesn't
But
do
on that
much
goal,
of the
he went-
movement in the
Yeah.
box.
he went to 3 players.
Oh,
Inside the area.
Mkhitaryan with this- No, I think even though Tammy's a little secluded, I get what you're saying, but he's been trying to hustle. He's been pressing. He's been winning the ball back.
But he
and
works
that's,
in very tight, in very
it's hard for him because
limited.
But well,
limited
look, it's
space
it's
between.
1 against 4. Every time he gets a ball, he's got 4 defenders. There has to be, and on that play, I don't know how he got through. He got through 2-3 defenders.
Yeah. And the referee blows it for the first half. Guys, this half ended with crazy controversy. And Juventus are up 1-0. A lot of people in the comments saying they should have gave the goal. It shouldn't have been a penalty. There's a lot of stuff going
on the goal, you have to see if he was offside because the goalie was out.
Well, they checked that. I think.
and
They
there
were
was
checking
one
offside, so
one
I'm sure-
defender. Yeah, but so
Oh,
they,
you're saying give the penalty rather than give the goal. Is that what you mean?
let's say it was a penalty, and then the goal was on
It all
offside.
depends what he called first.
Right.
Yeah, it's true.
Then the penalty, because the penalty came first.
yeah.
So it's a penalty, but if you let it go, maybe then
It'll
the
be
goal was offside.
Okay, but if it wasn't offside, then
If it was, that's why they checked.
yeah. But I don't know if they checked because if they wanted to check for the penalty first, or if they wanted to see that first. I think maybe, and I guess they figured out that. But yeah, guys, that is pretty exciting. Even though it was a little bit boring, the end of the first half, really, really challenged. It was definitely a fun ending of the first half there, and I think Roma are gonna get confidence for the second half overall. I think they woke up a little bit.
Oh, there's going to be controversy. Absolutely, there will be controversy.
If it
Even
ends
Roma
like
is
this,
saying that there was a handball on the Juve goal on
potential foul too, people were
right
saying.
on Keane, and also on Orsato, the call that he made
Yeah.
the last 5 minutes with the penalty and the yellow card. So
Yeah.
we shall see. But of course, these games you always have that. There's always controversy.
Oh,
You
yeah,
will
of
have.
course.
I'm looking forward to an exciting
I
second half.
I think the second half is gonna be pretty crazy.
And
I
I'm
think
looking
it'll be a
forward
lot
to see which Roma will come out from the locker room. A team that's able to
more attack and
and
take the game by
impose,
their
right.
tempo, right?
Correct.
Or fall through.
Pick up the
Juve's
tempo, the intensity, and control
plan.
the play
Yeah.
and control the flow of the play and have the game.
Yeah.
Keep possession. Or is it going to be the same Roma as the first half, and hold back?
You have a point.
I didn't see Pellegrini. He should be the center, and
He has been invisible.
Pellegrini has been invisible. I think also Abraham. I think playing with one forward, you need to do more movement
Off the ball,
off the
too,
ball
right?
to allow the midfielders to penetrate
Yeah.
and take a man or two with you by you creating that movement off the ball and allowing the midfielders to the attacking midfielders, the Pellegrini and others,
El-Shaarawy,
El Shaarawy
yeah, to
to
attack.
penetrate the box. But that's creating alternatives
Mm-hmm.
and play. what's his name? Mourinho says it's only been
3
months,
yeah.
but you have to be able to create some alternatives. But the Roma that we saw the first half, unless it's a set play, free kick or corner, I don't see this Roma that we saw the first half coming back and trying to tie/win
That makes
win
sense.
this match against Juventus. Juventus tactics have been working so far. Keep possession, horizontal left to right, and then of course boom, those long balls over the defender's head.
Yeah, no, you said it
And trying to
correctly.
create the 1v1.
You said it well. For the people who are asking, we are watching on Paramount Plus. Link in the description. You get the first 7 days free. If you guys are watching on Paramount, you can see our boy Marco right now on the
And Papi.
panelists. And Papi and Giuseppe Rossi and Mike Grella, actually. So they're going to say their halves of the first half. We're going to put on the volume to hear them a little bit. But link in the description to check it out, guys. Yeah, Mike Grella said it good too. I think they're playing. Roma right now are playing by Juve's game plan, and they're playing
Yes.
well.
I don't think Roma. I think Juventus is doing the catenaccio. I didn't see any catenaccio from Juventus.
No.
I mean, Juventus is keeping possession, but they're in the middle of the field. They're not in the, holding back in the. They're not parking the bus.
They're just waiting. They're just being patient in that midfield area.
Correct.
rather
And
than
passing the ball
rather
horizontal,
than not
left to
having the
right,
ball.
and wait for somebody to move and have the
Yeah.
and create the opportunity.
Usually the Gaetano is the opponent with the ball, and you on the defensive
correct.
end, right?
Parking the bus outside the
Yeah, exactly.
outside the box.
And now, what would you do, both you guys? What would you do right now, Gaetano? What would you do if you were Mourinho? Would you change up your tactics a little bit? Do you think maybe they just needed a pep talk, change of formations, like you were saying, maybe 2 strikers? How would you approach this? First of all, going into the second half.
Well, Mourinho is a master at motivating the players.
Yeah.
So that's the best thing that he's got going for him.
Yeah.
I think he will realize, hey, we had the chances to score. I think they have more chances than Juventus to score. So I think for the time being, it's not going to make too many changes. It's going to stay like that. But then if 10 minutes go by, 15 minutes go by, and nothing happens,
changes.
yeah, he needs to put another forward in there.
Okay. I mean, like I was saying before, they do have they made one sub El Shaarawy because of the Zaniolo precaution. They have Mayoral, Shomurodov, they got Carlos Perez.
Yeah, I like Shomurodov.
Yeah.
That's why I like.
So you're saying play
the other 2 guys I don't like.
So who would you take out for Shomurodov? Would you take out a winger? Would you take out a midfielder and put Tammy and Shomurodov up front? Or?
Yes, the two of them up front.
Change it,
and
like
then
make it a 4-4-2 or something?
And then put El Shaarawy on one side.
Okay.
El Shaarawy on one side and Pellegrini. Have it like that.
Okay, that's interesting.
The Roma defense, I think the way Juventus set up the game, the Roma defense is back. So you have those men back right outside the box, maybe a few yards forward from the box, because Juventus hits those long balls, trying at times to hit those long balls. So the team tends to be a little bit longer, and Roma has trouble transitioning and bringing the ball up like they did the first 10 minutes prior to the goal, and having numbers up on the Juventus side. The Roma penalty was an error from a Juventus mistake.
Yeah.
I think you need a pep talk for the second half. Tempo, intensity has to be picked up, and you need more men, more Roma players attacking as a unit, and not just waiting back. You need more men on the other side of the field attacking and creating more numbers on the Juventus side. You need to put some pressure on on Juventus and force them to make the mistake. So you have to put everything out on the table.
Okay.
The second half, you cannot play the same type of game you played the first first half. You got to win the ball
I
back.
think the high pressure, like you were saying, it was working for the first 5 minutes. Juve were a little bit scared. They looked flat-footed, and I feel like that's what they got to continue. But the only thing with that is you do get tired fairly quickly, and that might not last the whole second half.
Correct.
So you're gonna have to make a bunch of changes to check that out.
And
sure.
I won't mind seeing Calafiori also in there.
Calafiori's a good shout.
Because
he's a kid, but he's been impressing.
Yeah.
They are showing this Tammy Abraham. Oh, the penalty controversy.
Maybe he was not offside.
Yes, that is the Peloka high. You see Szczesny's right leg.
His knee, right?
Yes, his knee. He picked up his leg, keeping the player from reaching.
Yeah, but looking at it again, I
don't.
don't think it was offside. So it could have been a goal if he didn't call it.
Look at this: 9 shots compared to 1 shot from Juventus.
Yeah. I mean, it's been.
Gaetano was saying that too. It's more opportunities for Roma.
Yeah, this kid Calafiori. I mean, when he came in, he went down. He had a couple assists. He's
dynamic on that whole on that whole
so
side.
let's see what they have to say.
Let's see what the. They're talking about Mourinho, how they showed
Let's see
him.
what Giuseppe said.
Yeah. No, Marco has a point there. Marco was basically saying that Juve's, Roma have to come out if they want to take anything from this game, and that's kind of what Allegri's comfortable with.
The counter-attack with Chiesa and Keane, they're very fast.
And what Mourinho's brought, a big part of Mourinho's game, like Ludo was talking about, is the big motivation of how he is as a coach. So it's definitely going to be exciting second half of the game, because both teams, I feel like, are going to need to prove something over here. Juve, because they had a horrible start of the season, and Roma to show that they are contenders for a top 4 finish, I think.
I feel, based on what I saw the first half, that Pellegrini did not find the right position on the field. Pellegrini is a classical trequartista that needs
behind
to...
the striker.
Behind the striker, in between the lines.
That needs to connect that midfield to that attack.
The missing link.
Exactly.
And I felt that he was a little bit on the shadow. The first half, he did not... I didn't feel his power, his strength, his creativity as a main man of the Roma formation. I didn't see that. It was too static, lack of movement. So you do need that player between the lines, and you need Roma to work more as a unit, to come up as a unit, and try to. And try to attack.
Yeah, no, well said. And I brought up this question a few times during the stream, Ludo. I don't think I asked you this, but a possible change of nothing's gonna happen. Say hypothetically, there's a new penalty rule that if you win the penalty, you take the penalty. Gaetano, we heard yours. I don't want you influencing anyone's thing. So say Koulibaly gets fouled in the box. he takes the penalty. Insigne is not going to take the penalty. Like, if you win the penalty, you take it. I think this would be interesting because it'll be more excitement for the game. Most penalties go in at the end of the, even though we saw two that didn't go in today.
So far,
what do you think about that aspect?
So far, everything that they try to do
To implement?
to excite the game, to my understanding, has not been working. These penalties that are being awarded, and I don't know how many penalties have been awarded the past couple of years, over 300.
Much more than usual.
That's a huge number. And these penalties, in order to benefit the fans and scoring a lot of goals, the excitement of the game, but you're taking away from the dynamics of the game. A player cannot jump for a head ball like a penguin. He cannot put his hands in his pockets and jump up. There are certain movements that the body needs to make in order for you to achieve a particular position, height, jump,
which is a natural,
or tackle, which is natural, and that's what's being lost. I mean, especially for us, for Gaetano and myself, that we are considered traditional. I mean, we used to the Gaetano, maybe the 70 calcio, me more in the 80s, late 70s, early 80s. We used to that traditional of soccer. Now a penalty, boom, because of the rule. It's a penalty call because of the regulation and the rule, not the dynamics and the flow of the game. And that's, I think, is a no-no. And then the guy taking the penalty, who caused the penalty, I don't think that should be the case.
You don't like, so you don't like that? You don't think it'll add more excitement?
So what do you...
I mean, you haven't seen it taken them. We didn't have a good start anyway.
So what he was talking about is yesterday there was a penalty where Bastoni... let's see it again. Okay, so this is the penalty now. This
the leg.
It should not. It should not have
blown the whistle.
I
agree with you.
I agree. Let him go.
Let her finish the play.
That would have been a goal.
I agree with you, Gaetano.
Because VAR would have called it anyway.
That would. Yeah.
That was poor.
Right.
That was a poor.
Orsato screwed up. The referee screwed up there.
You're supposed to wait. I think you should wait till the play finishes, see what happens.
But that's the way it is now.
Just like what happens on the offside, where the linesman is not sure, he keeps his flag down.
Right.
The assistant referee, and then
up.
At the end the flag goes up, but the play finishes most of the time.
Orsato screwed up.
And I just wanted to add really quickly, we're talking about how good Veretout has been on the Spa. So there's official stat from Opta. They say Veretout has failed his very first penalty for Roma with his 14th taken in all competitions. So out of the 14 penalties, this is the first one that he missed.
Okay, so maybe he was due to miss. Maybe he should have changed to somebody else.
Maybe he should have Actually, there's people were saying Tammy was trying to take the penalty and Veretout said, no, I'm taking it.
Yeah.
So
he's the penalty. He's the penalty taker.
I don't want to say anything, but there was some.
But going back to what he was saying, yesterday there was a penalty where Bastoni went up for the ball. So if you go up for a ball, you go up like this.
And
open your arms in order to reach
the guy headed the ball and he touched it. But it was so close. I mean, he had no idea that he went.
Well, but I think the header of the Lazio player, he headed the ball on the arm of the Inter player.
So you're saying intentionally?
I mean,
I agree.
But the rules, and we get it.
His eyes were closed, but even if his eyes were open, how quickly could you make that judgment and tuck it in? It's not, you know what I'm saying?
All right,
it's way too close.
We're seeing now the game just started.
And Roma are really pushing over here. Tammy, at least, is really pressing.
And Tammy, for the first time, he made a right on the left wing.
Ooh. And you were still doing those long balls.
So Mourinho must have said something.
I wish there was a camera.
So if the game stays like this, he needs to make a change. Like I said, I will bring Calafiori.
Wow, a left back too, Gaetano.
To one side.
That's very confident. That's a confident move.
Okay, right now, see Vigna. Now he hasn't done
I think he called the foul.
In the first half, now finally he's going up and making the cross. So that's very important on the left side.
He was just playing defense. He
wasn't
attacking
so he needs to do that from that side. And then you need to bring in Shiramadov.
Okay. Let's see.
And who do you take out? Well, it depends.
Depends who's not been performing. Whether it be Pellegrini, because as of now, if he continues, is not being visible. Or to be honest, Mkhitaryan's actually I feel like he's been part of the.
Well, depends.
We'll
depends how it goes in the next 15, 20 minutes.
Here's a set play.
Set play. Pellegrini, almost a corner kick. And the ball is going back and forth.
Tennis.
Yeah.
It's out. I think it went out. No? I thought it went out.
I thought it was on the line. So a little bit more urgency.
Oh, for sure.
A little bit more urgency on the Roma side.
Yeah.
Oh, the ball did go out.
It woke up a little bit. And guys, we do have some a shirt that we have on our website right now.
A shirt?
I wish I was wearing. I forgot it, but I was wearing it yesterday. I'll put the link in the description. I'll show you right now, Ludo, how it
Gaetano
looks.
has it.
No, it's not that. It's not
It's
that.
not that one?
So
The
for
shirt,
the
tricolor.
I think there was my
So-
friend
I put it in the
Julia was
comments, so check it
asking me
out.
about the shirt
The
that
shirt,
you were
right?
wearing and where can it.
Oh!
Oh,
I don't
A
don't even miss those goals on Sunday morning.
a bicycle kick
Oh, man.
from.
I think my mother would have scored that.
Oh my God! Who did the bicycle kick? Was it?
My mother was a decent player. I
Was
think
it
she would have scored that.
Oh, is it Bernadeschi? Yeah, I think it's Bernadeschi on the bicycle kick. What a bicycle kick!
That
And,
was
left all alone in the box.
insane.
And
That was insane.
And then Keane
The-
missed the goal that my mother
the
would have scored.
the goalkeeper did not hold on to it, and Keane was right in front of the goal,
That was insane.
and he didn't need to shoot so hard, and he sent it over. I mean, it was, I think, more difficult to
miss that.
miss that. So yeah, going.
Oh, what about Quadrado?
I think Juventus right now
Cristante,
is
great
understanding
defense.
that they can put this game away.
Oh,
Yeah, they want to put it away.
They
if
want to put
can.
it away.
And they don't want to
Right.
leave
You
the
see
last
that?
minute.
Yes.
Yeah.
Juventus now feels that they can put this game away.
Karsdorp is gonna make it. Karsdorp makes it. Did he get fouled
Oh
though?
yeah,
I
it's a
don't know.
foul.
I think the
I think
card
it's a
is gonna
yellow
come out.
card.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
it's a
card
foul.
has come out.
Yellow
The
card was a
Yeah, it was
on
late.
Deschilio.
It
Yeah,
was late.
it was a late one.
Deschilio arrived late.
Wow, that was insane.
So Mike, if they want to get the T-shirt,
Oh
because they
yeah,
asked me, where did they-
ItalianFootballTV.com. I'll put it in the chat right now so you guys can click it. But it is a pretty nice shirt. It's on a nice blue, beautiful blue shirt. Oh,
Wow,
Deschilio
that's late.
took him out. That was very dangerous. Very dangerous light tackle. And they're showing
Look at
the
that.
bicycle
In the middle,
kick.
just watching him.
It
Two
was
guys in the middle
Bernadeschi.
watching the. Look at that.
It was Bernadeschi with a bicycle kick. Rui Patricio couldn't hold on to it, and Moise Kean sends it outside the stadium.
from 2 feet.
See, now
From
this
2
is
feet.
where Juventus misses a player like Ronaldo. Ronaldo in that situation, one ball he would have touched in 90 minutes, that goal would have been in.
Right.
That's the player, the difference of a champion
Oh,
putting
absolutely.
that ball in and everybody go home and good night.
Yeah, you're right. But see, those chances like that, if you don't score them, it's
Correct.
always lurking
Correct.
for
They
that
come back
Roma
to bite you.
equalizer.
Correct.
Of course. And we've seen
Goal
that plenty
missed.
of times for you.
Goal missed, goal scored.
Saint Italian? Goal.
Goal sbagliato, goal
Yeah,
segnato.
there we go. But definitely. For only 5 minutes in, definitely a lively start
Yeah.
of the second half,
Yeah,
for
well,
sure.
it has to be.
We're in for a treat, guys. We're in for a treat. Yeah. Ivano said he needed to let, Orsato needed to let that play finish, and if there was a pen or offside, you call it afterwards.
Right. We
Well
we
said.
agree with that.
100%. Orsato made a mistake, a big mistake there.
Yeah, another long ball.
Yeah. I mean,
Wow.
oh!
A long ball.
Deschilio.
Albacho.
Oh, Deschilio with a
See?
shot. Deschilio's been excellent for Juventus this game,
See?
except for that yellow card.
And,
but he's been very
and most of
good.
these long balls that Juventus sends, whoever receives them, either a pass or a finish.
Yeah,
a
you're
finish
right.
on goal.
A very successful
Yes, game plan.
game plan from Allegri so far.
Yes. Yes, and nothing has changed. But Juventus feels that they could put this game away.
And we got to be careful because while Juve do that, Roma have the speed and attack that they can really challenge on the counterattack to do
Well,
something.
that's where you have to pressure them, not to let them out.
Oh, absolutely.
See, now look, now they have room a little. You see, now they have room.
Where is Vigna
If you
going?
let Roma transition, then they can
They can
create.
hurt you.
They can hurt you.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we gotta see. I think we gotta see more from Pellegrini from this Roma side. I think he's the key to Roma being able to do something.
Abraham ran 50 yards to midfield to win a ball.
Tammy Abraham, that guy plays defense. He plays midfield. He plays attack.
But
does
his
more
job
than
is to put the ball in the net.
Yeah, and he gives you more than that. That's
That's
why I
what
feel
he's
like the
paid
coach.
for.
That's what the coaches
But
love about
he's
him.
really hasn't. They're not serving him that good. I mean, he hasn't gotten the only chance that he got where he dribbled 3 guys. It was he created it himself. I mean, you have to give him a better ball.
A good cross.
Yeah.
They have been. He's a tall striker. There's been no real crosses for him.
Right.
Oh, there's been one that went.
The only
to
thing is
Szczesny.
that if he's stationary and he's in between
Right.
Chiellini and Bonucci.
But now, if you move Gaetano off the ball, if you make those runs and bring men with you, then you need to penetrate.
Oh, El Shaarawy.
You need to penetrate.
Was a mistake from Bonucci? Oh man, from this. Oh, penalty!
Is it? No, I don't know.
No penalty. Whoa, it looked like a big foul in the box. But there was another mistake from Juve and another possible almost goal from Roma too.
Oh, Pellegrini.
Snap.
He was hit.
Pellegrini looks
they
like
might
he got
have to
hit
review
hard,
this.
too.
Let's see.
He missed that. Here he missed completely.
Wait, what happened?
I
I
don't
don't think
s-
so.
I didn't
Did
see
he
it.
touch
Let
the-
me
I think
see.
It looked like Pellegrini hit Chiellini, if anything.
From this angle, I can't see. Let me see from this.
Oh,
I
that's
think he
hard.
did.
You think he clipped him?
I think he touched them. Let me see.
But
No, I don't know.
I think it's Pellegrini that hits
yeah,
Chiellini.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Pellegrini got
Yeah,
the
I don't
thing.
think it's a
Yeah.
penalty.
Pellegrini's full. There was
Are
first.
is VAR checking?
I'm not sure. Let's see.
I don't think it's a penalty.
Oh, there's a possible check. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think he missed them. I don't know. If he touched them, it touched him.
Yeah, I do think it was more of Pellegrini swinging his foot out rather than Chiellini.
Yeah.
That's what it seemed like. From the
This is
replay.
not gonna be.
Maybe a makeup call
checking.
from Orsato.
No, but I
Makeup
think he's
call?
going to go check.
Yeah,
I think if the VAR said it's a penalty, he'll go check it. I think he should go check it himself to see. But
Maybe he did get him.
Let's
I
see.
don't
Let's
know.
see again. This angle, I don't know if it's good. Ooh, that angles might be a little bit closer than I thought. It did
You
look
got
like
him? You got him?
I don't know. That was
still-
closer than the last
Still
replay. I
can't
think.
I can't see. The thing with this VAR is that they show you all this angle and then it's not a penalty, and then
Yeah.
after the game they show a different angle.
And it looks there.
yeah.
Like every angle it changes.
Yeah, and then he did get him.
Yeah. But let's see. Guys, only not even 10 minutes in, and this has been more controversial
man.
and crazier than the first half.
If this is a penalty,
First of all, if this is a penalty,
Chiellini-
who's taking it? Who's
Veretout,
gonna take
I
it?
think he's going to take it again.
No,
I think he will.
no,
Gaetano, would you
no
give it
way.
him?
I think he will.
No way.
I think he
No
will.
way.
I think he will.
I don't
Get
know.
out. No. It's mental now. It becomes
Yeah,
mental.
no, I agree
would-
with Gaetano, I agree with you. It
Have
is
somebody
mental.
else take the penalty.
I think Ludo's saying that because when Insigne had a chance for a second penalty, he scored the second time. Do you remember that game?
I think he's the penalty. I don't think you're going to
The
change
guru?
a penalty guy
Just
on the
based
fly.
on one.
I give it to Abraham.
If you decide a new
Wow.
penalty guy, you work during the week and you practice.
You don't do it on
if
the
you want to
spot
change
like
the
that?
guy. No, on the fly. No, I don't think so. I mean, the
Okay.
guy 14-1. Come on, why shouldn't he take the penalty?
Yeah, I know.
think.
I get what
So
you're
what's
saying.
the call
Ludo.
here?
I get what you're saying.
No,
They
they
still-
still
they're still
checking.
looking.
Still
but-
checking.
No penalty.
Did he give it?
No penalty.
Yeah,
no, he's going
but-
back. He's going
yeah.
back. No.
Wait,
Oh,
maybe
he's gonna go
check the
watch.
thing.
Oh,
Maybe
he's going to go
watch.
check himself. No, it's over.
No, it's over.
Yeah,
Ah,
I
okay.
don't think.
I thought they showed the ref running. It looked like he was running to
I
the
don't
VAR
think it was a
screen.
penalty.
I don't think it was a penalty either.
I
Yeah,
couldn't.
I mean-
I couldn't tell him that he hit him.
It looked like Pellegrini swung out first, and it looks like it hit Chiellini's
Chiellini,
leg.
correct.
That's what it looked like to me.
Chiellini's foot got first to the ball area, and then Pellegrini came in.
Yeah.
5 more minutes, and then Mourinho is gonna have to make some changes.
Interesting. If this first 10 minutes is gonna
Very,
represent
very,
the rest of
yeah.
it, it's gonna be a crazy end of this
Very
match.
lively this
Oh,
last 10
yeah,
minutes of the
absolutely.
game.
A lot of
Absolutely.
controversy.
So Pellegrini is playing like a forward right now.
I think he needs a help with. Tammy probably said, "Yo, I need some help. Come a little closer to me." Let's see.
Yeah, you need to put another forward next to Abraham. He needs help.
Oh, El Shaarawy seems like
That's a
fouled.
foul. Yeah, it's a foul.
Bentancur, yeah. A little tough on that, right?
I like the way
Challenge.
Bentancur is playing today.
Well,
I
you're
think he
saying
got there
VAR?
to the ball, even though Chiellini missed it,
Oh.
but his foot got there first,
Yeah.
and then Pellegrini went in.
Definitely a tight decision, though, regardless. Very tough decision.
Again, those long.
Those long balls, yeah. I mean, it is working for Juve. They're causing trouble
No,
whenever
it
they
is.
send that.
No,
you know?
absolutely. That
Yeah.
keeps the Roma defense back.
Yeah, you're right.
Foul.
Keeps the pressure for Juve away.
One thing that I don't like is that every play, every
protest.
play, somebody has
Yeah.
to say something
Yeah.
to the referee, to the linesman. Every play, I don't like that.
Because it shows that it
yeah.
really shows that the
Come
influence
on,
is-
just play.
But
play
that's what
the
happened
game.
with what's his name, with Bonucci against Spain. The second was a yellow card, but the first one, you're the captain. You're protesting. Why you? He's
Yeah.
not going to change his mind.
But at the end of the day, guys, the nerves.
You're not gonna
even-
change his
Even
mind.
when we play pickup, the nerves are high, so everyone feels like they gotta say something.
Oh, nice
Pellegrini sends a
ball.
ball in, but no one is there. There's
Yeah.
not a lot of support in that Juve box for Roma
Oh,
to attack.
what's Abraham is a midfield.
Abraham is grabbing his forehead. Did he get his hit in the
But
face?
also the Gaetano, the drama when everybody falls,
Oh.
and the drama and the
Oh,
acting
yeah.
classes that they take during the week,
Yeah,
and then
and-
make
I
it
don't
like,
like
oh,
that.
look,
And
all that.
just,
I agree with
like
you,
it.
though.
and
Yeah, I don't
what
like
happened-
that.
Every foul is a shot.
It's
like
a bad. It's a bad image.
it's
Yeah,
a
exactly.
pistol.
Yeah, they need to
It's a bad
play. They
image
need
for
to
the
play.
sport.
And what happened yesterday with Inter, DeMarco stayed on the floor. I don't know. I feel like that's just a waste time. And then I don't understand why Inter was making a big deal when they had the ball. Why didn't they stop?
Oh! Yeah.
Inter could have stopped the game if they wanted to. But then they want the other team
Yeah.
to stop the game. So it doesn't make sense. That is got to stop.
The tensions are high, though. but-
We want to play, not stop the game.
Yeah, no, 100%. And it is a bad image to the other sport, the people that watch the sport.
The ref didn't stop the game because it was not a head injury, so
Exactly.
he was
They
not forced
only
to
stop
stop
for
the
head
game.
injury.
Right.
But Gaetano, you were talking about the Inter Lazio game, and I did have a topic that I wanted to bring about. I don't know if you guys saw it. Did happen at the end of the game. Luis Felipe jumped on Joaquin Correa's shoulders after the game. Might I add that they're great friends. Obviously, Correa came from Lazio. He went to Inter. And Correa, Luis Felipe jumped on his shoulders more of as like a joke, like, we beat you or whatever. And Correa, I guess, took that more too hard, took that offensively.
Well, I don't think he knew who was behind him. So
that's also another case.
another
Maybe he didn't
thing.
know.
So
And
you don't do that.
Yeah, ended up as a brawl, and
Yeah.
Luis Felipe ended
You
up
don't
getting
do-
a red
or
card.
if you want, maybe you go from the from
The
the
side,
front, from the
yeah, or
front where
something.
he knows who you are. But
Yeah.
he felt like you're losing the game. It's a big loss. Leave me alone.
Yeah, no, I do get that.
I don't want. I think he made a mistake and he got a red card.
And he was in tears after that because maybe
Now,
it wasn't
quick.
it wasn't interpreted the right way that what he wanted to do. It was rather them being
Right.
friends more than anything, you know.
Right.
But yeah, that's why that was a big thing people were talking about.
Maybe
Very slow on the build-up.
maybe once you get out of the field, you're
Afterwards,
Yeah, maybe
In
then.
the locker room, you
Yeah.
knock on the door, you go and you
Yeah.
say hi to whoever played with you
Yeah.
in previous years.
But
Yeah.
maybe on the way to the locker room or something like that. But he got it was the wrong timing. So the meeting of the minds midfield between Allegri and his assistant coach, and
Well, I don't think Juve should change any game plan. Juventus is in a certain way. It feels like it's the photocopy of the game against Chelsea.
Absolutely, they're comfortable right now. They're on
Yeah,
the front
they're
foot,
right.
and
They're very comfortable, and
Allegri can be happy. I don't think this is
Oh,
a
no,
perfect
absolutely.
scenario for you.
no, they
Absolutely.
probably think if they're gonna make a change, who they're gonna substitute, and if they want to go a little bit.
well, at one point you got to start thinking about Wednesday's game. The Champions League is on Wednesday, and the coach knows, of course, who can stay on the field the
Rotation.
entire 90
probably.
minutes.
I don't think you're thinking about Wednesday right now, but you got to think about Quadrado. How
No,
much?
at one point, I'm saying, not now. Now
you
it's
know,
you still have 35 minutes
How
to play.
much does he have in the tank? So
Right.
probably Quadrado is a question mark. Who else was in South America? Probably the only one is Quadrado.
Quadrado, Insigne, the Brazilians.
No, on this
for,
game.
For this game, oh, okay.
Yeah, from
I'll
Juventus.
tell you
I
right
don't know
now.
if Danilo was out, but Danilo seems to be okay. But I think that's what
Well, Bentancur, right, with Uruguay.
Betancourt
believe.
was out too. So I think that's what they talking about. You know, when do you make a substitution and how much they got left in the tank?
Mm-hmm.
No, too many passes missed. Look.
Is a shot.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Wow.
that was a good shot. Bernadeschi came close with the scissor kick, and now he took a
Yeah.
shot from outside the area,
That's
and it was
right.
really close.
Oh, that was
Whoa.
that was
Good game from Bernadeschi in
Yeah.
the middle.
so
Yeah, because
far.
Bernadeschi goes up and down, so he not only he has a couple of chances to score the goal, but he
tracks
also
back.
defends.
Yeah, he tracks back. Ooh, a long
Too
ball
many
from
errors.
Roma,
Too many
didn't-
errors from basic errors from Roma. Not just this long pass. Even before
Uh-huh.
those 15 meters, 10-meter passes.
And now we were saying, guys, almost approaching the 65th minute. No subs yet. What do Roma have to do? Is it time to make the subs now?
Oh,
what
yeah.
does Mourinho have to do now?
Yeah. Make the sub. They get another forward up there with. Then you have to see also Abraham if he can go anymore, because he was
If he has any
coming.
more
He was a little bit. He was not sure, right, that he was going to play.
Yeah, that's true.
So
he
you
picked up
gotta-
a little injury.
Yeah, you
with
got to
England.
see if he can go. If he can go, you put another forward next to him. If he cannot go, then take him out and replace him with another forward.
See right away. Look at the pressure on the ball carrier
Oh.
that Juventus brings. Not allowing Roma to play.
Oh wow. Yeah, foul.
Yeah.
Foul from Roma. But
Yeah, that's
yeah,
a foul that he wanted and
Yeah.
he got it. I mean,
Roma have been pressuring a lot. They've been attacked. They've been looking very frantic for that goal. Let's see. Let's see how the rest of the game
that was
holds off.
close.
He's gonna-
But
yeah,
that-
he
Bernadeschi
would
Bernadeschi
not
with
have got that.
with a
Gaetano.
great shot. No, I
No.
don't think
He would
so.
not have got that.
No.
He hesitated a little bit on the.
Allegri's still nervous, knowing they're only up one goal, and one moment of brilliance from Roma could change the outcome of this game. So still a
But
lot
Juventus
to
is
think
used
about.
to this.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Mentally, they used to this. They know how to put the game to sleep, to bring the tempo down. They
Not satisfied with Pellegrini or Mkhitaryan. Both of them, they got to do more.
Ooh, Pellegrini with the ball right now with a pass from Mkhitaryan, and Karsdorp sends it for El Shaarawy. El Shaarawy with the ball on the left. Quadrado marking him, sends it in, and it gets cleared. Roma's crosses have not been working so far. Juve's defense have handled it pretty well.
I don't think Roma's taken a shot the second half.
They're pressing.
Created any chances the second half.
Veretout the
Yes,
shot!
here we go. Now, yes.
Shot off target, though.
Wow.
Well,
But that's something better than nothing.
Did he
right?
touch it?
I don't think so, but let's check
no,
that
I don't
again.
think he touched it.
Veretout had some space, took a shot, and
No,
goes
he
wide.
Whoa, that was close.
Let's see how close it was. Oh, it was fairly close.
That was in too.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Inches.
That was close. I would make him feel a little bit better. Missing the penalty.
I guess, yeah. He does have something to prove, it seems like, right? He's gonna have to score, or if Roma don't get something out of this game, he's gonna feel he'll lose some sleep, we could say. Let's see. Juve are pressing right now. They don't want Roma on the ball. Let's see now.
Double right away on the sides.
Oh, Veretout gets it back. Veretout again.
It
gets fouled.
Juventus tights the.
Gets fouled.
But see how tight Juventus right away closes.
They don't give you room
closes
to
the
breathe.
space, create that triangle, and close the space,
And
not
wait for that
allowing
counterattack.
Roma to think quick enough in order to
Make
to pass the ball.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, 100%. Showing that Veretout. Curler again, just wide though.
Currently, the Roma players do not know before they receive the ball who is going to go next. They receive the ball, but now right away they get pressured, but they don't know how to, where to distribute.
Yeah, they don't have the thought process to pass it because Juve players aren't letting
because there's very little movement off the ball.
Yep. Let's see, Pellegrini over the ball right here. Surely gonna send it in for a possible header right here. Pellegrini sends it in, and
Corner.
Danilo hits it out for a corner. Yep.
Yeah.
Ludo, must be fun being on top of the table watching the rest of the teams collect scraps, right? How's it feel? Watch the rest of these guys fight for a couple of points, right?
We're enjoying the moment right now.
Drink a nice little Amato on the top of the table, taking in those rays from the Napolitano son, right? Must be nice.
Torino is a team that creates a lot of even with Juventus. Juventus won the last 3 minutes against Torino. They didn't deserve to lose.
Yeah. It was the Locatelli beautiful goal.
Yes,
yeah.
right. The last three I think it was the 90th minute.
Yeah.
I always like Juric as a coach, the way he puts the team on the field. He presents the team, tactically adjusting to the opponent.
But today I feel like Spalletti. Napoli outclassed Torino. They could have won by 3 goals, I think. They were just unlucky.
The penalty, right.
You know?
But we also could have lost the game.
That's true. I think Quadrado is done.
He seems exhausted, right?
Yeah. He just lost a ball which he had in his feet, and he didn't stop the ball went out.
He looks a little sloppy.
So I think Morata is done. And then Mourinho's got to make a move.
Your move, right?
Yeah. So Morata is coming in, so probably Chiesa or Keane is going to go out.
Juventus now, the last few minutes, they lowered their midfielders a little bit. They lowered 10 meters, 15 meters. The midfield is lower now. See, Juventus team now is deeper. The Juventus team, as a unit.
So you're saying they're
leaving, right. They left more space to Roma. They're leaving more space to Roma now.
Are you saying because are they comfortable to defend? Is that what you're trying to say? Ooh, Pellegrini sends it to Tammy, but it was intercepted. Veretout gets the ball back. Quadrado hits it out, and Chiesa gets fouled. Yellow card to El Shaarawy, fouling Chiesa on that counterattack.
That's late, man.
Yeah, it was. I think it was more of a tactical foul instead of that.
Well, it was a tactical foul a little bit that Chiesa said, okay, he touched me, I go down, yellow card, another 30 seconds, a minute off the clock.
Keane is out.
Chiesa too is out.
Chiesa is out, so so Kulusevski and Morata up front.
Right. So, he is thinking about Wednesday.
Seems like it.
He is thinking about Wednesday, taking Chiesa out. Morata and I play those long balls and he's a player that can keep the ball and wait for the team to come up, hold on to the ball.
Yeah. Tammy got shoved, gets the foul. 70th minute, guys. So we've seen the introduction of Kulusevski coming in for Chiesa and Morata coming in for Moise Kean. Let's see what Mourinho has in plan, because right now he still hasn't made that a substitution to change this game, other than obviously the Zaniolo substitution, but that was
Well,
because of a precaution.
they've been pressing the whole second half, but
Juve has been pretty compact overall, I think.
yeah.
Oh, foul? Yeah.
Yeah.
Roma win off foul right there. El Shaarawy wins it. Danilo.
Mourinho very calm,
As usual, right?
as usual.
Let's see. Veretout with the ball at his feet. Could Roma do something? Vigna has the ball now.
Look,
Pass
look
it
how
to
many, look how
Pellegrini.
many, look how many
Pellegrini
players.
to Vigna. Shot in the box. Shoots
Ooh.
over.
Did he touch it?
Huge chance by Matthias Vigna.
Did Chesney touch it?
I don't think so, but I could be wrong. It didn't look like he touched it. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Chiellini deflection.
Oh yeah. It's
Chiellini
corner.
deflection.
Because I saw the
Yeah.
ball take a.
Chiellini, man.
right.
Chiellini's such a warrior, man. This guy throws his
Yeah,
body
that-
left
that-
and right.
Place.
that was in.
It's going to be on a set.
That was in.
A set piece. More on target, at least.
Yeah, on target.
Yeah, because it could have been right to Chesney, but that was great movement though to get in the box like that. You know, great stuff.
Well, either you dribble them or somebody's going to take you down
That's true.
and get a penalty.
That's right.
Like Maradona back in the day. He always used to go to the crowded side.
Ah.
And here is another goal.
Oh. Ooh. Oh. Rui Patricio playing around over here.
See, quicker.
Also, we were talking, Ludo, at least you were talking about more traditional kind of football. Your ex-coach, Maurizio Sarri, actually had something to say about the national team break and everything. He actually said, players train with their national team more than with the clubs. I don't belong in today's football. It becomes more of a show of football or sport than anything. I'm old school. I'm in love with a different football. The past few months, we've been seeing club football international break. Do we think there's too much of that going on? Too much separation? Then you guys, there's more injuries. There's not enough time to play.
I think if Sarri would have coached years ago, after his retirement, he had to find another job in order to make a living. So if right now he's saying, but
it's a different time.
if there's a lot of games and there's the national team and you have 3 games a week and you have sponsors and you're making $3-4 million dollars a year, that money has to come from somewhere.
A lot of the games.
You're not going to get $3 million a year
And
by
play one
coaching
game a
30
week.
games,
Yeah, no,
like
you
they
have a
did
point.
back in the 70s and 80s, playing only once a week. And back then, I mean, Gaetano remembers, Champions League, only one team used to qualify for Champions League.
Not 4.
And there was no groups. You played against another team, you played 2
It's
games, you
knockouts.
lost, you're out.
Yeah,
You could have been out of the Champions League the beginning of October.
Yeah.
You finished. So now if you play more games, you get more money. So you cannot spit in the dish that you're eating.
You pick
That's
one
my
of those.
opinion.
So basically, you said Sarri would be a
Surprise-
banker.
You cannot have the bottle full and the wife drunk.
Sarri would be a banker. You'd say,
Surprisingly,
back in the- half banker.
Arthur is coming in, huh?
Yeah.
Right. Back in the day.
For Bernadeschi.
Yeah, he still have his banking job basically.
Oh,
as
back
a
in the
coach,
day,
too.
the coaches, there was not a lot of money going around. There was no sponsors. Back in the day, I believe in the early 80s, we started seeing the sponsors on the shirt.
Jerseys.
There was no Sky. There was no.
It wasn't a
Paramount
full-time
Plus,
job.
there was
It wasn't a full-time job basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Back in the 70s, people were hearing Serie on the radio and wait for novantesimo minuto to show the highlights at 6:30 p.m. and see the goals, or unless you went to the stadium. So now, if these coaches are making a lot of money and these players, they want their share of the profits, and you have to play a certain amount of games.
So Sarri, unless you want to go back to your banking job, zip it, right? Basically, right?
Coach, you do it.
Yeah.
But also, today you
But
have 25 men
Yeah.
in a roster.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you had what? Gaetano, 16 players? 17 players? The usual 11 played every week.
But I do get what there is a huge influx in games though. Now, there has been a lot of conflicts in terms of is there any rest for these players? These
Well,
players, especially if there's a summer tournament.
You have 2 players for each position in today's rosters.
But
Are they at the same level? Absolutely not.
Exactly. That's why they don't want to lose those games. You don't want to rotate the players because your second players aren't as good as your first. So, I definitely get both sides of it, but I think that's always going to be a discussion.
Now it's a business.
So Arthur went in the middle of the field, in front of the defense, and who moved out? Locatelli. It could be Betancourt on the right side.
Yeah, so Bernardeschi came
Arthur
out, right? I think
in
he's
the
playing more in
middle,
the
and
Regista, right?
Locatelli on the left side.
Yeah, they're playing with the wings. Cuadrado asking for the ball there. Cuadrado with the cross. Morata couldn't get to the end of it. Karsdorp gets the ball. And Mourinho still hasn't made a change in the second half, guys. Only 12 minutes left. What is he doing?
That shows he doesn't have confidence in his bench. He was forced to make one change the first half with Zaniolo. Then it's lack of confidence with the.
They do have some players though that can make the difference.
That you have on the bench.
Roma has been dangerous. They had a few chances.
But they need someone with fresh legs. You don't think someone with fresh legs could do something?
Oh,
Perez, I feel like he's a quick, nifty player that can draw a lot of fouls and get in the box.
Yeah, Perez I don't like.
I like him though.
I like that guy.
I guess Mourinho doesn't like him either, I think, because he's not putting him in, Gaetano, to be honest.
Yeah, I like
But you guys, Shomurodov, I like
Shomurodov.
Shomurodov is a very crafty player, crafty striker that can come and do something. Mayoral also, I mean, there's players that he could bring in. I don't understand. But I guess Mourinho knows best. He's a special one after all, right, Ludo? He didn't get that nickname for. Ironically, he didn't get that nickname.
Pellegrini in this game and Mkhitaryan, very little they did.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed with Pellegrini. He's usually grabs the games as the captain and really making the difference. But today he's been quiet. You gotta say
never
them
was
as
able
they
to
are.
find that position to detach himself.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And find the right spot on the field.
Yeah.
Any Roma fans watching the game? What should Mourinho do at this point?
Guys,
There's
Roma
about
fans or
less,
Serie A fans in
15
general.
minutes left.
Yeah. Well, what subs? I think we said the players that they have on the bench that they could bring in. But what do you guys think? What does Mourinho have to do? Or else, if he loses game, there's going to be a big controversy in him talking to the press in terms of what's going on. Because there have been a couple of calls at least.
He probably is gonna say something about the goal, the penalty.
Blame the referee.
Yeah, that he should have let it go.
I mean, he made a mistake. The referee made a mistake.
I think he did make a mistect because you let
but
it.
Isn't that the new rules
play.
though? Wait for the play to be finished and then you make it. That's why they don't call offsides immediately, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. And that's the reason.
Right.
So why change here?
They let
the play continue till it's dead. And that was not. I think that was a big mistake. It could have been 1-1. It changes the whole dynamic of this game. But we wait and we see.
Cuadrado. Yeah, I don't know why he changed.
Yeah, but now you have what? You have 3 against 6 already.
Yeah, I don't know why you changed Bernardeschi and you left Cuadrado in when Bernardeschi was playing good. He was taking shots. He was dangerous and.
Veretou's out.
Veretout is out.
He look a little mad too. And Shomurodov, finally, the player that we've been asking for Mourinho, he finally brings it in 10 minutes late.
Too late. But
I guess we'll see. Oh, Tammy with the chance. Shomurodov almost making an immediate impact, getting to the end of the ball there.
Offside.
Offside, okay. We all know Shomurodov coming from Genoa. Not really known for scoring the most goals. But I was saying before, I'm a big fan of his. He does more than score goals. He has great vision as a striker. Holds the ball great. Oh, no foul. That's not a foul. Roma get the ball back. 81st minute. It's do or die for Roma. It's do or die.
Look,
but it seems like they're not eager enough.
Waiting until the team to come up.
They're missing that hunger, I agree.
No,
I
the
agree.
intensity, the tempo. It's
Yeah.
by pressuring Juventus waiting.
Tammy with the ball, sent it to Shomurodov, to El Shaarawy. El Shaarawy gets to the end of it, a little wide, but nice play right there
Offside.
from the two-strike offsides. Wow, nice little movement,
Yeah, I
nice
thought
little
it was-
back heel.
I thought it was close.
Yeah.
Yeah, half his body was offsides, but correct decision.
No, I don't think he didn't touch him.
Nah, it's not a.
Nah, that's not.
Not a penalty. He was falling already. It looked
Yeah,
like
no,
he was
that's
off
not.
balance. Ooh. Oh, Kulusevski lost balance, but he gets back in. Gets Juve in the box. Oh, bad pass. Quadrado couldn't get it end of it. Now Roma have the ball. Shomurodov, look how strong he is. He gets fouled. The smart foul.
It's a
Smart
tactical
from,
foul
yeah, from
at
Betancourt.
the right place on the field.
That's a
Don't
that would be a
allow Roma to
counter-attack.
transition, of course.
Absolutely. And now look how many bodies Juve
It's an
have back
intelligent.
compared to before.
It's an intelligent foul.
Yeah, yeah. And he didn't get carded either, which is because.
So any answers from? Oh, okay.
They're saying Robert's actually saying bring on Perez.
I don't think whoever you bring on at this point, I
Yeah.
don't think they can make an impact. I
Right,
don't think.
No, I
think it's
disagree with you. I wouldn't
think
say
it's
that.
not- So now,
Oh, Chiellini sends it out.
Goal!
Oh, deflection! Cristante takes a shot, takes a heavy deflection.
so now, did
Goes
you
out
see? You
wide.
see where Abraham is? Abraham went to the
Yeah,
right
he
wing,
went to the wing.
and that created because Shamarov is a center forward now.
Yes.
That should have been done earlier. It's too late. See, they created something right away
The substitutions are too late.
because
on a set play, anything
because
can happen.
if Abraham moves out, there's nobody in the middle, so he can't move out. Now that he's got the other player, now he moves out to the wing, and he's got another player. Oh,
Wow, that was tricky. Chiellini hits it out though, but
man.
Roma the past couple of minutes have been
Chiellini in this,
dangerous.
Chiellini
Foul.
in this game, whoa,
When you
Huge,
lose.
huge presence, right?
that could have. No, he had a mistake. This hit him. See, at this point of the game, there's 10 minutes left. Any little thing, it's called, you know.
Yeah.
And
Well,
the-
you look
so
for the
don't
tactical
foul them.
foul.
and the,
So
and the
don't-
players, they know that. The players know that, and now they go on the floor and they stay there for a few minutes because they know that.
Right.
And you know, the last 10 minutes of the game is that like there's
The
no game.
craziest- Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he stepped on
Shomurodov
him. Yeah.
cleared a step on Chiellini's
Yeah, no,
ankle there.
Chiellini is not one of those players that he goes on the
falls
floor.
easy, no, he'll
Yeah, he's
fall
a-
only if there's a real
Right,
way
right.
for him to fall.
But you'll see it now. A lot of the players they will throw themselves on the floor to just
Yeah, like you were saying, especially the last 10 minutes, crunch time, you know?
Yeah.
You want to shave off as many seconds as you can. Alexandro is getting ready to come on. I'm sure it's probably going to be for Danilo maybe, or even Quadrado, who played that international game.
probably I would take out Quadrado.
He does seem off. Ooh,
He's got to go long. He has nowhere to go.
yeah. Cristante with the ball. Vinia gets the ball. Vinia does not get to the end of Quadrado, ends up getting it, and Juve have the possession of the ball again. 85th minute, guys. Juve just have to hold on a little bit more to get this huge victory. But let's see if Mourinho has anything up his sleeve. Oh, Quadrado gets the ball on the right-hand side. Ibanez on Kulusevski. Kulusevski at the right side. Oh, good defense. I think from Vigna.
Now they're going to keep possession. Yeah, they're going to go back.
Yeah.
Um,
What do you think about the style of football, Ludo?
What do you mean?
The way Allegri likes to play.
Well, it's becoming
norm?
Allegri's team. You know, be concrete.
El
Let's
Shaarawy.
look for the 3 points. It
Not
doesn't
pretty,
matter.
but the
It doesn't have
results,
to be
right?
pretty. It doesn't have to be beautiful. It doesn't have to have makeup
But
or
to-
nail polish. Just get the 3 points and move forward.
And we've seen in this modern game, a lot of teams moved away from this. And, you know, this seems like to be a more of an older traditional kind of way
Well,
of
it all
playing.
depends also, Mike, what you have
At your disposal.
At your disposal.
But then again,
you know, who are the players
it's
that
not
you
like
have
Juventus
at your,
are a
at your
small
disposal.
team either.
I know, but
We
you
can't
don't
make it
have
seem
you don't
like
have
that.
certain players.
They shield you out.
It's not like we're talking about a Sassuolo over here that you have to be playing that football too. But I that's just something that he prefers. Allegri's always been that kind of coach.
But like we said in the past, Allegri is there this year to determine who belongs and deserves to wear the Juventus jersey and who has to go next year.
Yeah.
I mean, Chiesa was purchased from Fiorentina. He started paying dividends right away. Locatelli needs time.
But Locatelli's
And
been very impressive.
the guy
too.
that came from Atalanta still hasn't played. Hasn't paid.
Kulusevski. You never remember his name. Why
I
don't
never
you-
remember his
How
name.
come?
I can
Why
never
is
pronounce
that?
his name. I don't know.
Say
Too
it.
difficult
I'll
for
say
me.
it with you. Kulusevski.
Kulusevski.
Kulusevski. There we go. That's it. That was
He hasn't paid
Yeah, not
dividends.
yet. Not yet. I agree with you.
Bernardeschi, not the $40 million player that they hoped he would be consistent. And then you have the Ramses, you have the Rabiot, and
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah. But even if Allegri did have the players, I still feel like he'd be playing this kind of football regardless. That's the kind of coach he is.
you could play beautiful calcio and not get the 3 points. You're still going to be criticized.
No,
And
100%. He just
look at
prefers that
Napoli
way.
the year that
Sarri.
we came in second,
Yeah.
91 points.
A record.
And we lost the title, the most beautiful soccer in culture in
yeah.
Europe, praised
Yeah.
by everyone, all the coaches and fans from all over Europe. And at the end,
Nothing. You
know,
don't win silver.
in your hands. You have a hands full of flies. You have
Yeah,
basically-
exactly.
You
No.
you have you have nothing.
So that's what I guess Allegri looks at.
Allegri, based on what you have, he's
Both coaches they play to win the game. They don't care whether it looks pretty or not.
you want the 3 points.
They want the 3 points. That's what they play for. They both that they have in common.
Yeah, I agree with you there. They play that more defensive style, and
You win the game, you win it. Whether it's
Mourinho's mad. Mourinho's
Uh-oh.
mad at
I don't know
at an
what,
official.
he told them have a nice day in Italian.
Vaffanculo.
That must be dialect because I never heard of that one.
And I don't know what he was complaining about.
Oh, goes out. Wow.
Roll.
3 minutes added to extra time. Juve are almost at the finish line. Have been grinding it out.
We're not a lot of fatigue, I must say.
Did they try him
Here
out?
we go. The show is
Mourinho-
starting.
Mourinho
They-
seems
did
like
they try him out?
He
No,
is
he's still there.
extremely mad.
All right, but he's
Well, we know already what he's going to say at the
Yeah,
at
he's
the press. Here we go. He's going to
yeah.
he's going to
Oh,
play.
a
Oh,
yellow
you ruined
card?
the game. He's going to say at the press conference,
Yeah.
the interview, the
Yeah.
the call, the first half, the penalty.
Yeah,
you
that's
should
what
allow the goal. He's going to find someone.
That's what he's telling him.
Someone
he's telling him.
to blame.
He's telling him about the penalty.
I see
It
Allegri
should have been a
smirk.
goal.
Allegri smirk slowly going in his face. It seems like they are going to secure the win. And of course, against Mourinho, who aren't the best of friends, we could say. So I guess it is a little bit sweeter. Yeah. Let's see. Locatelli got the foul there. Only 2 minutes left. I mean, to be honest, I don't want to blame anything, but I would be very furious if I was Mourinho also. This could have very well been 1-1, and it changes the game. It changes the game at the end of the day, you know? And if stuff like that is determined by the referee and not from what's on the field, the referee should, I don't know if it should be penalized or whatever the case is, but during a big match like this,
That's Orsato.
you know,
It's
that's
not
not a good look. That's not a good look. Has to be shown that you know. But that's just what I think, because it seems like Juve are gonna. Ooh.
It's a foul in midfield. Oh no, okay. Long ball into the area. That's all they're gonna do.
Yet Abraham has not won one ball. One ball he has not won.
Oh, that's a yellow card from Karsdorp.
He has not
Tactical
won one
foul.
ball in the air. A long ball, always anticipated. The Juventus defense always got there first. Listen, Allegri,
30 seconds to the end of the game.
he's the type of coach that his mentality is, let's first not get the goals, and then we think about how to score.
Exactly. Yeah. That's not a good approach.
Well, I think it is a good approach because,
Why?
I think forwards sell tickets, defense wins championships. First, let's not get the goal, then we'll find a way to score, hopefully.
Okay.
But if you don't get the goal, you're not losing. You're always in the game.
Okay, so you're saying, okay, I get what you're saying. Rather than look
Correct.
for the goal, just
So
don't
you do
concede
see,
first.
certain changes from the Napoli game from the beginning of the season. You start seeing a little bit of a change. That Juventus. That Allegri input.
The last play
his
of the
hands.
game. Last play of the game into the area, and nothing. There's nothing there. Is there another cross into the area? Maybe another cross into the area, or no? No. And that's it. It's over.
And Orsato blows a full-time
Yeah,
whistle.
and,
Juventus
so
get a
this
win.
game, very, very, nothing from Pellegrini, nothing from Mkhitaryan, very, very.
A little
Mourinho
disappointed.
just left the field.
Yeah,
he
Mourinho
just
just
ran
left.
off the
Allegri.
field. No, was it Mourinho or Allegri?
Allegri. Allegri never stops he goes straight into the locker room. He never stops.
4 consecutive wins.
Wow, this was a big result from Juve. There's going to be a lot of controversy in the post-match comments, guys. We'll keep you posted on the social media. But Mourinho does feel like maybe it wasn't right. He had a few words to exchange with officials over here. But he is shaking the hands of the Juventus players, which is good sportsmanship.
Well, he
from
doesn't.
him.
He has nothing against the players.
No,
He's got it against the referee.
But sometimes you're just so mad you don't want to shake hands. You just want to go.
no,
in the
he
locker
stays on
room.
the. It's Allegri. As soon as the game is over, he gets out as soon as possible because he said, "I might."
Maybe he has to go to the bathroom.
No. He said. He
And I was
said.
like, no.
He said, "I might say something that I regret it later because I'm too hot."
Yeah, makes sense. Cool the nerves a little
yeah.
bit.
Well,
Right?
do distress, right? Maybe the concentration of the game. 4 consecutive wins for Juventus. We're starting to see what Allegri is all about, and thinking of the beginning of the season games, I believe Juventus was winning 2-0 against Sampdoria or Udinese, and they tied 2-2.
Spezia, I think it was Spezia.
There's a few when they lost all those points at
No,
the beginning
it
because
was
they
against
were receiving a lot of
They won
goals.
that game. It was against
Udinese.
Udinese, but also against.
yeah, that's right. Udine, that's right.
What about
And they
against
tied it.
Sampdoria? What happened against Sampdoria? Napoli. All those points that they lost at the beginning
dropped,
because
yeah.
the defense was
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
a lot
you have a point.
of goals. Now he has created, based always on the men that he has and the players that he has, a more compact team. The defense is working hard. They're holding, and you come out with these 1-0 victories. Whether it's going to work until the end of the season, who knows? That remains to be seen. But one game at a time, 1-0, a little bit of suffering, but Juventus is there.
Let's see what Marco and
Yeah, the
they
crew
have to say.
Next podcast, guys, we're planning a film tomorrow for the people that are asking. They're showing some fans now.
So Giuseppe said you win 1-0, let Chiellini and Bonucci do the rest. But this time Chiellini almost screwed up.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think Juve got what they wanted. They got that goal. Then they ended up doing their game plan, and it worked perfectly for Allegri.
Allegri's plan
Worked to
in
perfection.
non-possession mode was perfect in non-possession mode, but also when you had that possession, go horizontal for a few passes, and then someone making that penetrating run, and those 30, 40-yard balls over the defense heads, and hope they reach the destination, and you get a 1v1 either with the defender or the player is put next to the face to face with the keeper. And both sides of the games for Allegri, they work the non-possession mode and the possession mode.
No, yeah, you said it.
What did you make of that today, Marco? Yeah, I agree with that. And I think that's one of the things that last year with Fonseca, that was a big criticism for Roma fans, was we're not beating the big teams. And with Mourinho, yes, it's the beginning of this journey, and I think that's why we expected a little bit more Juventus to win, because they had to, while Roma didn't have to. But that's one of the things that they need to do better on going forward, and it's putting that pressure on, continuing to go forward. I was hoping that some of the subs would have come a little bit earlier as well. We were all calling for to step in and maybe put two big bodies up.
Yeah, that's so Marco's saying the same
Same
thing.
Like father, like
That
son.
the sub they came in too late, and that he should have put.
I was disappointed by Mourinho by waiting so long. You would think someone like him, seeing how the match was going, make a change.
Yeah.
Because if he came earlier, Shomurodov, I think made
Yeah,
a pretty
because,
big impact. Big,
yeah,
having another physical body up front.
He reads the game very well,
Yeah.
but.
Yeah, those guys played it.
Bernardeschi played a very good game defensively and offensively. He had a lot of chances.
I like the way Locatelli played also.
And no, they did. Everybody did
The game
their
plan
job.
worked for Juventus
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And he decided to start Keane, and the guy scored the goal.
How well some of these Juve players played, considering them coming back from international break so late for some of them as well.
I don't think it's a surprise. I think Allegri, we've seen it. He makes his team very well. He prepares his team perfectly. They find themselves always in the right position. And I've played against Allegri's teams, and finding space in between those lines is very, very hard. I knew that Roma was going to have difficulty doing that today. And just like
Yeah, Giuseppe says that he played against Juventus and against the Allegri team, and it's very difficult to find any space in
Between the lines.
between the in defense and the
Allegri's teams, they were always
Juventus.
very compact.
Juventus.
Yeah, no. It's hard. It's harder. You don't get many chances.
Very
But when
compact.
you do, you gotta take advantage of
the
them.
different department, they're very compact.
Yeah.
It's hard to
Yeah.
find the space.
Yeah. But
You need to go wide, very wide, and then try to come, to try to spread the defense.
I
a
think
little
go more
bit,
central, right?
And then cut back in.
So what do you guys think? This is Mourinho's first real test in terms of playing a bigger team. Are you disappointed? Are you surprised? Has your feelings changed at all to Mourinho?
I mean, if you put that they missed a penalty,
Yeah.
so this could have been a 1-1 game or a tie game,
I
but
think it could have very well
but
been
I
a
got the
draw.
win.
But
Okay.
if the rules
what
were...
what did you say?
But if the rules
What did
were
you say? You
a
said I
point,
said
it would have
that-
been a
that-
draw.
I said Juventus is not going to lose this game. No way they're going to lose this game. Anyway, I think that Mourinho is going to be satisfied with the team. They had the penalty, so they could have tied this game. They were in the game. In the second half,
Yeah,
they
they were in the
pushed.
game.
They had a couple of chances to score the goal with Vigna and who else had a nice shot. Veretout, he had that
Veretout,
that
curler.
shot that was
Yeah.
very close. So I think Mourinho is going to say that he's satisfied with today's performance.
Well, I feel that certain important players for for Roma did not show up today.
I agree.
I felt that Mourinho during the game and reading the game and make those changes on the fly were not made. Pellegrini was not finding the position. Abraham was too static between Chiellini and the Bonucci the first half, not doing a lot of movements. I felt that Roma, the midfielders were not pushing. It was lack of intensity. It was lack of, like Gaetano said, opening the game wide against Juventus, and then coming in. They were trying to go through the middle. I felt that Mourinho should have and could have done a little bit more to make certain changes on the fly. The subs came in extremely late, were made extremely late, which tells me that you don't have confidence in your bench. Because most coaches, you do make changes between the 60th and 70th minute. Depends on how many changes you made previously.
Yeah.
And Roma only made one, Zaniolo, that they were forced to make. In order to make a real impact, you need to have at least 20, 25 minutes in the game to make a substantial impact. And I felt Mourinho did not do that. To just have a game, build a game, and talk about a game based on that penalty, I think it's too little from the Roma side.
No, I think you definitely hit some points. There were some players that didn't come out today. Whatever, you can say that it was wrongfully taken off the goal, which should have counted. I think we're all on the same page that the goal should have counted prior to the penalty. But at the end of the day, Veretout did miss a penalty. Szczesny saved it. Roma had chances. I think they were always in the game, but I think this game plan fell perfectly in Juventus' favor. They played the football that Allegri always dictates, and
Compact.
It's just
Compact.
It's just another one of those games that, just like the Chelsea game, just like now this Roma game, it just falls in the path of it. So, and Juve got the job done, doing what they do best, scoring and defending.
Coming back. We expected early in the season, it's going to be a new Allegri that's going to be attacking, but they're going back to their roots. They want to get into that Champions League spot and fight for Scudetto. And listen, they're not that many points behind, at least the last year's league title, which was Inter.
Yeah, surprising to me, not the result so much. I'm very happy for you.
We're listening to the CBS pundits for the guys that are saying that we are quiet right now.
Yeah, and Marcos said that 5 wins in a row for Juventus.
Yeah.
It's the old Allegri.
Getting back, because we did see how they lost to Scudetto. I feel like they do want to get back their mentality, and that's why they brought a perfect coach like Allegri. Just focus on the wins and nothing else, like we're talking about.
Like we said, it's a year to determine who belongs
Yeah.
and who has to leave.
Yeah.
It's an evaluation year where everyone is being evaluated, and Allegri even said it a few weeks ago, before the wins started coming, when he said, I don't know if these guys are Juventus players and they want to play, and they want to play for Juventus. So you need to show if you belong. It's obvious that he does not believe in Ramsey. I think he doesn't believe in Rabiot either.
Well, Rabiot was hurt.
But I don't think he's very.
Yeah, he's not sold on.
Right, especially on Ramsey. I mean, the guy plays on his national team.
Yeah.
But against in Juve, it doesn't. Allegri doesn't see it.
Yeah.
He relies a lot on those on the two center backs, Bonucci and Chiellini. We know that Chiellini is not a young player anymore. Whether he can play 3 games a week, I doubt it. I even though he has a body of a tank, but I don't think he can. I don't think he could play 3 games.
No, I definitely can.
3 games a week.
He's gonna be saved for that one game, whether it be a big Champions League game or a big Serie A game. I think that's what's gonna be, and it's gonna be De Ligt and Bonucci, I think, that are gonna be the majority starters for that sense. Yeah, look at this Moise
A
Kean.
perfect opportunity
Yeah.
for Juve to put the game away right here, and it didn't happen. I mean, too eager to. You just have to boom with the inside of your foot, just tap it in, or just pick it up with the with your foot, and the ball. The goalkeeper is already down. Just pick it up and put it in, and that's where you see the difference between the player and the champion.
No, yeah, well said. But guys, I think this was a pretty crazy game. Any last comments from you guys overall on this game, and to sum it up?
Well, very early in the season,
yeah. 8 games in only.
8 games only, and Juventus is coming back in not pretty, but Allegri pretty, and getting the points and climbing in the standings. I expected a little more Roma from the intensity side, from the tempo side. I expect a little more from Roma. I think they could have done a little bit more. Perfect game plan from Allegri based on the current situation of the team, and he's taking it step by step, and he's reaching his goal. So 4 wins, I believe 5 wins in a row. Now they have 14. They have 14 points, and they're in it to win the big games.
Well said, Gaetano.
Yeah, Juventus is back. Allegri is back. If you look at the stats, Roma had more shots on goal. They had more shots. They had better possession of the ball. And at the end, it's 1-0 for Juventus. So that's, in a nutshell, that's what Allegri is capable of doing. Can we have the standings?
Yeah, good idea. Put the...
There's a 24 there.
Who's behind that 24? Okay, so Napoli first with 24 points, won every single game they played in Serie A. Congratulations, Ludo, incredible. But still early on. Milan in second place with 22 points, so 2 points, breathing on your neck, waiting for you guys to slip.
It's not snowing yet.
Not snowing yet. Not yet. Third place, Inter with 17 points.
Wow, that's a big difference.
Yeah,
from 17 to 24.
5 point difference from the Milan club.
From the first
7
place.
points from
7
points.
Yeah,
Yeah, 7
it's
points from
7
third to
points. That's a
first.
big.
Not bad. Fourth place, Roma sit in fourth place with 15 points. So even
Okay.
though they lost, they still sit in a Champions League spot currently.
Okay. I want to hear what this is a referee. Can we hear
okay.
what the referee
Yeah.
had to say about the goal, and then we go back?
Good idea.
So it's not really common for referees to have to delay their whistle, especially when we're talking about penalty big decisions. However, here, Orsacco should have delayed his whistle to let the play out for it to be in the back of the net. However, before I completely lose you all and tell you what my ultimate decision is here, in this 4-second span, we had Orsacco having to make several decisions with his team, right? He had to make a decision as to whether or not Danilo was the one who made a foul or delivered save. Then he had to make a decision as to whether Mkhitaryan himself was fouled in that scenario. And then offside, and at the same time, there was also a potential handling offense by Mkhitaryan here after he was fouled and he swiped the ball. Now, ultimately, Orsacco should have held his whistle, allowed this play to play out,
Yeah.
determine whether or not he given the on-field decision as a goal, and allowed VAR to be able to be used to determine and check and go through the proper protocol as to whether or not there was an offside and whether or not Pellegrini held him onside or offside. With all that said, I know that general manager Mourinho might not be happy, but the outcome still would have been penalty kick here. For the fact that when you take a look at that, Mkhitaryan himself, after he was fouled, ends up swiping and hitting the ball. So if play would have been allowed, ball in the back of the net, we would have had a handling offense, and therefore we would have gone back to the penalty scenario itself that occurred before the handling offense. Ultimately, it would have been a mid-penalty kick. However, we would recommend that Orsacco holds his whistle.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
this is a FIFA referee that's saying
She
that
confirms.
Orsato should have all down and he should have never
Waiting for the
make a-
plane to end.
and then let the VAR figure it out. if there was a foul between, or if there was an offside, or it passed. It was only 4 seconds, so he could have waited 4 seconds to make the decision.
So I was just reading the DAZN cameras captured an audio in the tunnel between the first and second half. Orsato saying the advantage rule on a penalty is never given, but that's not true, and it's not according to the
rule book.
To the rule book that you can give the advantage rule. So he misinterpreted
The rules
the bylaws, the rules, and that's what he said. That's what DAZN captured in the tunnel. The cameras kept the audio of Orsato mentioning about not giving the.
So we do confirm that there was a mistake from a FIFA referee.
He should have waited and then evaluate
after the play was over.
Correct.
It was only 4 seconds,
Exactly.
and then you can make the decision. Hey, it was a penalty, or it was an offside, or it was a goal.
Correct. So now if Orsato he did make this mistake, I think the head referee in the Italian league should rest Orsato, just like they would rest any other young referee
for mistake,
and rest them for a few weeks, because this is a huge. This is 100%. A huge mistake of misinterpreting the rule book on the advantage rule on a penalty.
Well said.
And he did speak between the first and second half in the tunnel.
Yeah.
So they do have an audio
now,
which we will listen to later on.
I couldn't hear the whole thing that she said, so I need to hear it. I don't know if she said that there was a after the penalty, there was a foul from Veretout. Veretout. There was a foul. So, and then they scored the goal. So if you don't give the penalty, then you have to call the flight on Veretout, and then it would not be a goal. I didn't understand all that. I would have to I have to look at it. And
so
I
this
have
was
to
a more
see
complicated play than it seems.
Right,
basically.
but he did make a mistake because he should have waited. Waited, and then you evaluate.
Regardless, the referee did make some sort of
he
mistake.
misinterpreted the rules.
But yeah, I mean,
he did make a mistake.
But that, guys, that's how the game ends. We went a little bit extra, but a lot of controversy. But that's always part of the games. Ludo, Gaetano, thank you for joining in.
Our pleasure, guys.
On this game.
Happy Sunday, everyone.
Happy Sunday, and guys, I'm putting the link again for the shirt to pre-order the nice the tricolored shirt. And I thought you were doing 8 for all the games you won and said. Yeah.
2-2.
Yeah, 2-2.
If you put 2-2 together, no, it should be like this.
What's that?
24.
6? What's 24?
2-4.
Oh, the points you're saying. Oh, okay. At first I thought you were doing this as peace, like a peace sign.
No, peace.
But yeah, guys, you heard it here. We'll be posting more info on our social media, so definitely check that out. And we'll see you guys in the next stream.